What's happening? What's happening with it? Yeah, y'all already know what it is. You're tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. Johnny Q, what's happening with it? Mr. Aggressive, what's happening? Yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. And hit the like button when you come in the building. Yeah. What's happening with everybody? I guess they not sending out my notifications today. I guess they not gonna send out none of my notifications today. But yeah, we got a hell of a weekend of boxing coming up for sure. For sure. We got Anthony Joshua and Usyk. I'm looking forward to seeing that fight. We got like I said, Andrew Tabiti and James the Beast Wilson. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. You know, if you check out James the Beast Wilson, check out his Instagram, man. He got his sons is hell of athletes. Like he raising some superstar sons for sure. Go check out James the Beast Wilson on Instagram. Y'all got to check out his sons. Boxing, football, all of that. He definitely got two future superstars. Cali 5, what's happening with it? DP Rocker, John Kramer. Yeah. Anthony Johnson, what's happening with it? Did y'all check out the debate with Kwame and Get the Smoke last night? Cool debate, you know. I can't wait till me and Money get on that thing. I'm ready to go today. What's happening with it? Cassandra, salute to you. Eugene, what's happening with it? Welcome. Emmanuel Pettigrew, what's happening with it? Yeah, that debate was funny, man. I had to get out a goddamn dictionary, you know what I'm saying, to understand some of the words that goddamn Smoke. This nigga thought he was in the goddamn spelling bee and shit up there. Batman, what's happening with it? 817. I said, man, all these big ass words this dude trying to use, man, just go ahead and fucking debate. He up there like a college professor and shit. Mr. Mechanical, what's happening with it? Manny said Smoke for sure graduated college. And he was making sure he let everybody know too. He had a list. What big ass words that I can use today that nobody never heard of in this debate? Nah, Smoke, that's my guy though. He did start trying to cook. He started cooking the refs and all type of shit. I told y'all, man, Smoke, he like to argue. That's one thing he do like to do is argue. Fucking John Kramer said metaphorically, scientifically speaking. He said he was sneak. Nah, it wasn't no sneak dissing about it. He was doing that shit loud and clear. It wasn't nothing sneaky about that shit. Hey, Smoke had me fucking dying. And this fucking imbecile right here, I mean, he's just making no point. He's making no point of the topic that's going on. You're fucking imbecile. Hey, Smoke was using words like fucking imbecile and shit. Oh shit. Oh man. That shit was funny as hell though. I enjoyed watching that. Boxing section. What's happening with it, Kyle? Oh man. Smoke that dude, man, Smoke a whole character and shit. Leonard Ellaby's knows what's happening with it. Yeah. But anyway, shit, I'm trying to get in the spot with Kyle. Kyle be up in Kyle be all up in that motherfucking camera. Everywhere I look, there go Kyle. Hey, Kyle be in that thing for sure. I got you for sure, Kyle. Cassandra says she likes Smoke. Yeah, Smoke, he a character, man. Smoke is cool as hell, though. He know his boxing, though. Smoke know his boxing. He comedy to me. He be hella animated. But the funny thing, he be dead serious, though. Like stone cold serious. Big Texas ATX, Cletus Smith in the building. What's happening with it? Yeah, but yeah, that was a good debate, though. That was a good debate. I think when is Coach? I thought Coach was supposed to be having a debate with him and Dwayne Freeman. I thought Coach and Dwayne Freeman supposed to be having a debate. Hey, he did. Hey, he did call him that. Hey, DP Rocker, I forgot about that shit, dog. He called him a fucking nincompoop. I said, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Where is he getting these motherfucking words from? Like, hey, he said it's fucking nincompoop. A fucking nincompoop. What the fuck? Hey, if that ain't the whitest shit I ever heard in my motherfucking life, he called him a fucking nincompoop. Oh shit. Oh damn. That's the whitest shit I done heard ever in my motherfucking life. This nigga called him a nincompoop. Hey. Oh shit. Damn. Yeah, that shit had me. I ain't gonna lie. Smoke had me. That motherfucker had me laughing like a motherfucker. Hey, 817 ain't gonna let that shit go. Talking about Kyle was grinning like he was gonna come down, like he's finna come down on the floor on The Price is Right and shit. Hey, oh shit, man, I used to hate having to watch that shit in the morning. My auntie crib, big ass box TV and shit in the middle of the floor. Y'all remember them big ass box TVs and shit back in the day with the antenna on it? Sweet Tea, salute. Salute to you, Queen. Yeah, but yeah, that was an interesting ass debate for sure. You know what I'm saying? When that man called him a nincompoop, I goddamn there fell out on the floor. I said, man, where is he getting these white ass words from? Oh shit. You know what would be funny? I like to see him in barbershop conversations battle. That would be the funniest shit ever. Cause they gonna go back and forth. Cause they gonna go back and forth with that egotistical shit, trying to see who can come up with the biggest word in the debate. I would love to see him and Fred debate. That would be some funny shit. This, hey, 817, he don't take no time getting started. That nigga, as soon as he jump in the chat, he fucking with somebody. Let me see. What the fuck? Hold on. I gotta post this. He said, co-signing ass nigga, ultimate non-athletic homeboy that dick ride. God damn. Hey, this 817 ain't got no chill. 817 ain't got no chill. My nigga 817 is like that badass white kid in Walmart that fall out on the floor and have temper tantrums and shit all the time. Oh shit. He that badass white kid in Walmart that embarrass you and that embarrass his parents and shit. You can't control what he say, what he do. You can't control shit about it. Hey, he said you could see all 116 of Cal's teeth. What the fuck wrong with this dude? God damn. 817 ain't got no motherfucking chill. God damn. I think you and Kyle need to get on the platform and go back and forth. For real. Cause I don't know. I'd love to see that. Then you came up in here on Kyle helmet today. God damn. This motherfucker 817 came up in here. He just woke up, wiped the coal out his eyes. Motherfucker ain't even brushed his teeth yet. He ain't even brushed his teeth. He like, I'm fucking with somebody today. I'm getting it off my chest. Hey, nigga said Kyle was smiling like he was running for mayor and shit. You crazy as hell, man. Y'all on Kyle helmet. Hey, Kyle was up in that thing. He was, you know what I'm saying? Kyle was front and center. He was up in that thing. Hey, you know. It's for real. A motherfucking 817, you know, he was a badass little motherfucking kid. You know, his ass was bad as hell. He was the one, soon as school started in the morning, he fucking with somebody on the playground and shit. You know what I'm saying? He fucking with somebody on the playground, flicking motherfucking other kids' ears and shit, spitting on them and running. That's 817. Oh, shit. Man, he on Kyle helmet. Hey, but anyway, y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Smash on the like button for me. But man, let's talk about this boxing. So we talked about Anthony Joshua. Like I said, I want to know real quick who got Anthony Joshua over Usyk. Put a 1 in the chat if you got Anthony Joshua. Put a 2 for Usyk. I'm trying to see something real quick. If I knew how to put up a poll, I would put up the poll, but I don't know. I don't get the icon on my phone. So let me get a 1 for Anthony Joshua, a 2 for Usyk. My man Johnny Q, he said he got 1. Bruce Gash, what's happening with it, Bruce? A 2. So let me see. I'm gonna just say the name. Okay, so let me see. We got Anthony Joshua. We got Bruce Gash. He got Usyk, Eric Brown, Usyk, next ESPN, Usyk, 817 Usyk, Cassandra. She got Anthony Joshua, Buckle Up Boxing, Usyk, Mike Rhyme, Joshua, Johnny Q. Ain't about who you want to win. It's about who you think gonna win. Who you think gonna win? Lil Boy, he got Usyk. Joshua, Chiquita Moore got Joshua dead game. Chiquita Moore got Usyk. Mr. Aggressive Estate 512, he got Usyk. Dead game got Joshua. Dominic got Joshua. Emmanuel Pettigrew, he got Usyk. Ray Jackson got Joshua. Sweet Tea, she got Joshua. Patrick Lynch, what's happening with it? He got Usyk. Signs of Time TVHQ, he got Usyk, DP Rocker. Okay. So we got Joshua, Usyk, Money Brown TV. He just putting some shit. He just want to fuck with me. He want to come in here and agitate and shit. He ain't going with oh yeah, he is. What's happening with it? Money? Money is going with Anthony Joshua. I forgot about that. 817 said he want AJ to win so he can get slept by from Deontay Wilder. Yeah, I think that if AJ did win and Deontay Wilder end up beating Robert Helenius, I think that's the biggest fight in boxing. That fight even bigger than Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, the fight that we finna talk about in a second. Yeah, because boxing is kind of like, what have you done for me lately? You go out there and get a devastating knockout on Deontay Wilder part, and then Anthony Joshua come back and take his titles back from Usyk after getting the shit beat out of him in the first fight. The whole boxing world is gonna be on that fight. That fight make the most money in boxing. Right, that fight right there, it'll make the most. If both of them win, that fight will make the most money in boxing since Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. Well, no, I ain't gonna say that. I'll say since Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, but that's kind of like MMA and boxing. I'm gonna say Manny Pacquiao and Floyd. That fight make the most money right there. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua for sure. Now, I don't see it going down because I don't see Anthony Joshua winning. Now, it still could happen, but I don't know. Y'all know Wilder talking about he want to fight until he's 40. Y'all heard that? Deontay Wilder say he want to fight until he's 40 years old. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Because in the same interview, right after him saying he want to fight till he's 40 years old, he also said that it was a very, very hard decision for him to come back to boxing. That was a hard decision to make. So it's kind of like, I don't know if your head all the way in it. You know what I'm saying? To be fighting to 40. He about to be 37, I think in October. But we definitely, one thing I can't say and tell Wilder is that he can't do something because we already seen him defy the odds over and over again. So if anybody can do it, he can do it. I'm going to say that. If anybody can do it, he can do it. But to 40, you got to have love for the game to be able to, fight at a high level at 38, 39, 37 years old, 40 years old. You got to have a love for the game. And I don't know. Want to retire, I don't know if he still got that. Real talk. I don't know if he do or not, but I don't know. And y'all hit the like button. Nah, Wilder about to be 37. He's 36 now. He finna be 37, I think, in October. John Kramer said, Wilder heart is still in it. Cool. He said, I'm cool with that coming back. I'm cool with him coming back if he got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Stay retired, champ. Yeah, man. I just try to analyze like the shit that he be saying. And a lot of the stuff that he be saying kind of sound to me like he still kind of got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But it's kind of like, okay, I still got some shit I want to prove that I ain't going out like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But hey, since he coming back to the ring, I can't do nothing to stop that. I'm excited to see him back in the ring, though, for sure. I'm gonna be excited to see him back in the ring. Yep, Bruce Gas. Yep, 1 win over a rated fighter, and you get your title shot. So Wilder, he can come back after all of that shit, right? And he can still come back and prove can't nobody in the heavyweight division beat me except for Tyson Fury. And nobody, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody beat Tyson Fury. Nobody else. Nobody else beat Tyson Fury. Nobody. None of them. So, I mean, hey, he still got a claim to where he can still say, hey, I'm the best heavyweight in the world. If Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying, until his fake retirement is over, Wilder go out there and knock out Helenius in devastating fashion, he still can come out and say, hey, I'm the best heavyweight in the world. Yeah, Tyson Fury beat me, but ain't nobody else in the heavyweight division can beat me. Now, if Wilder gets a devastating ass knockout and Anthony Joshua lose, do y'all still want to see that fight? That's the question. Because that shit could very well play out like that. Wilder get a devastating knockout and Anthony Joshua lose. Do y'all still want to see that fight? Because at that point, that fight is just, on some for bragging rights, basically. Well, yeah, they're going to get a big bag still, but it ain't going to be as big. That bag ain't going to be near as big. And it's like, do y'all still want to see it? Johnny Q says, nah, I'd rather see Usyk and Wilder at this point. Yeah. Willis Harris say, nah, go get all the belts. 817 say he would. KG says, if AJ lose, I'm good on that one. Yeah, see, a lot of people like, nah, I'm straight on that. You know what I'm saying? If Anthony Joshua would lose. But my reason for saying all of this, right? All of what I just said, my reason for saying what I just said, and y'all hit the like button. And Blue, what's happening with it? Salute to the brother, Blue Blood Sports TV in the building. That's my guy. Box Talk 101, what's happening with it? Mr. Shelton, what's happening with it? Now, like I said, everything that I said is because I feel that boxing may need another Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, if Terence Crawford and Errol Spence don't fall through. If Terence Crawford and Errol Spence don't fall through, you better believe that over there on the PBC and Showtime side, they're going to be rambling, searching for the next biggest fight. Because boxing as a whole going to need it. If we don't get this fight, boxing going to be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Boxing going to be in trouble if we don't get this fight. And they're going to have to come up with the next biggest fight quick. Because, fans ain't going to just wait around for a whole nother year and a half, 2 years to get for another big fight to come together of this magnitude. So they're going to need something like Anthony Joshua versus Wilder. And like I said, if Anthony Joshua comes back and wins and Deontay Wilder come and present a devastating knockout when he jump in the ring with Helenius, that fight will be huge. And then at that point, I think, if Errol Spence and Terence Crawford end up not happening, I think that point, like, it'd take the fans, just the whole boxing world off of that fight, and it'll put the light on that fight. You know what I'm saying? And fans, we ain't going to forget about it, but you'll put it in the back of your mind because your focus is going to be on, damn, I always wanted to see Anthony Joshua versus Wilder. So let me see what y'all talking about. John, Dub Right Side, what's happening with it? John Kramer said, give me a percentage. Hold on. Said, give me a percentage that think the fight is going to happen, Spence versus Crawford. Man, a percentage, man. Really? I don't know. I ain't really thought about no percentage, but like that's something I really got to sit down and think about. But honestly, I think, right, this is my opinion. If they don't announce this fight by next week, this shit ain't going down. It ain't going to go down this year. If they don't announce this fight by next week, it's not going to go down this year. And that's my take on it. Because a fight of this magnitude, you just can't up and announce the fight like 2 months out. You feel me? You can't do that and expect it to flourish and do as good as y'all want it to do. Because a fight of this magnitude, especially around November and December, that's the holiday season. So people traveling, they need to be able to know what they're going to do well ahead of time. Plus, they spending a lot of money because it's the holiday season. So people need to be able to get their shit in order well ahead of time in 2 months ain't enough. Plus, they're going to have to be able to promote this shit heavy, promote it real heavy, because it's a fight that got to do good. That's another, that's some more pressure on this fight, because y'all got to listen to me. This Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight, it has to do big numbers. So Showtime and all of them, they feeling that pressure, because it's supposed to be the biggest fight in boxing. If they come out and they don't do no big ass numbers, it's gonna look it's gonna hurt boxing. It really will. It's gonna hurt boxing. Now, what it does is, any other big fights that y'all want, it's gonna be very hard to make that shit happen. Because now, when they say they gonna, the higher ups, they gonna look at that shit and say, you know what? This ain't no myth. Boxing ain't where it's supposed to be. Like, we ain't getting money like that off of it. And so a lot of them fights that we gonna be calling for, they ain't gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. This the state of this fight, it depends on a lot. I mean, this shit, it's a lot deeper than, you know what I'm saying, than y'all think. Like, for real. The state of boxing kind of depend on this fight. If not, we're going to have a huge backup plan, like Anthony Joshua and Wilder both coming off of wins. And that shit ain't guaranteed. Real talk. I'm going to drop a link, and I'm going to drop some links in the chat. And, you know, if any of y'all want to get up here and cook on this with me, I'm going to just drop the link in the chat. So that's how we're going to do it today. Hold on. And what I do is I'll pin the link in the chat. Hold on. I'm pinning it real quick for y'all. And y'all hit the like button. Smash on that like button too. All right. Yeah, but the state of boxing, depending on this fight, they better have a hell of a backup plan. Like I said, they're going to have a hell of a backup plan. Especially over there on PBC, they're going to have a backup plan. I mean, so A17, you think that Terence Crawford is scared? That's a strong word to use. Scared is a strong word to use. Real talk. And like I said, the link is pinned in the chat. So if you want to hop on, you know, it's right there. It's pinned. But scared, I don't know. That's a crazy term to use, saying that Bud is scared. Now, me personally, right? I mean, it's kind of like, if you break it down in the terms, then you can say, well, yeah, well, that equals scared. This is what I'm gonna say, right? I believe that now that he's got to see Errol Spence 100% healthy, right? That he knows Errol Spence is really, really focused. He on his game. He's back to that nigga with the shag, right? Back to that nigga with the shag. He's back on that type shit. I think that Terence Crawford, he never gonna admit that shit to himself or nobody around him, but he know deep down inside. I think that, I'm not gonna say that he's scared, right? But I'm gonna say I think that he knows this is a big risk. This fight has been built up, and all that pressure is starting to hit him. Like, this is a fight that I could possibly lose. Now, I think I'm better than him. I think I'm going to win, but it's a fight I could possibly lose. And his ego, big in a motherfucker. He has a huge ego. Like his ego, hella big. So he thinking about how he gonna deal with if he fucking lose. How's his ego gonna deal with that shit? So he come to the conclusion like, hey, it's a risky ass fight. So I could lose, but if I lose, at least I'm gonna make a whole lot of motherfucking money. Yeah, if I lose, I'm going to make a whole lot of money doing it. So at the end of the day, I can still say I won. You know what I'm saying? I went over there. I broke the bank. I got a gang of bread out of it. Hey, and my family set. It is what it is. Right? So, I think that what's going on, Box Talk 101.
What's up, Keon? Thank you for having me, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. But yeah, I think that plays a part in him, going back on his stance when he did that interview and said, hey, if I was Errol Spence and I had a chance to make the fight, shit, it wouldn't be about money to me. Shit, I'll take less. I'll do whatever because I know I can beat him. Like, I have no doubt in my mind I can beat him. So shit, it ain't about money to me. I'll take the fight easy. So I think that's why he backtracked on that too. Now shit is becoming real. It's easy to talk shit. It's easy to bark at the dog and fuck with the dog when you know the dog is behind a goddamn 10-foot fence and he can't get over that fence. But when that motherfucking gate open, that shit gonna show how motherfucking tough you really is. So once again, Kyle, the link is in the goddamn chat. It's pinned in the chat, Kyle. Hey, but that shit gonna show, like, what's real. And Errol Spence, it showed that Errol Spence, he wasn't the one that was barking and woofing and woofing and barking, but it showed when he said some shit, hey, he was really meaning that shit. And Terence Crawford, on the other hand, right? I'm not saying that he's afraid, but he knows it's a risk to this shit now, right? So when he said his shit, he backtracked on it. When that door opened and that motherfucking dog was off that chain, he started backtracking. See,
I'm gonna say it, the motherfucker scared. That's why he backtracked.
When you make, the thing is when you make statements like that, you know what I'm saying? All the man got is his balls and his words. And when you make a statement like that, you got to stand on that shit, dog. Like when you made that statement to me, you had to stand on that motherfucking statement. So now in this situation, it shouldn't be a situation about, well, Terence Crawford saying they ain't offering him enough money. This, and that. That shouldn't be a situation. Now, am I in the negotiation rooms and do I know 100% that's the problem? No, I don't. But I mean, we've all heard the same thing, behind the scenes and whatever. So it is what it is. I'm just saying that shouldn't be a situation if you stand on your word.
We're all going to assume it's money because obviously none of us know what's going on, but we can only assume it's got to be the money, right?
Yeah. So what's your take on this, Box One? Box Talk?
Well, I think I like what you said earlier that this is a fight that I think boxing needs, but I think like at the same time, and we've been waiting for it for so long, bro, that just like I'll give you this weekend as an example, right? This weekend we got hella boxing, and the cards are dope, bro. The cards are stacked. For the people who don't know, like the undercards got some good names on them and some intriguing matchups. And so it's like, yo, we can only wait for that fight for so long before we just decide to move on, And I know for Terence Crawford, maybe he doesn't need this fight for his legacy. He was already undisputed. So as far as like for his fight to get into the Hall of Fame, his legacy's there. Errol Spence maybe needs it a little bit more. But as far as for their future, Errol Spence doesn't need it that much because he's got more guys to be able to fight with PBC at 147. Right. And if he decides to move up, the landscape is all PBC, like 154. Errol Spence has fights that he can take going forward. Terence Crawford doesn't have that. So going forward, Terence Crawford needs it more, not for his legacy, but if he wants to continue to fight, he's gonna need this fight.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. And as far as when I said boxing will take a nosedive, I mean like the casual fan base, because they know, we gonna be here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not going anywhere anyways.
We're gonna be here. Yeah. But the casual, because this was getting the casual buzz. It was starting to get it. Like I was having partners that don't watch boxing call me, "Hey man, what you think about Errol Spence and Terence Crawford? Man, is that fight happening?" People that don't even mess with boxing like that. So it was getting the casual buzz to it. So I think that with this Jake Paul and all this other celebrity shit going on, hey, boxing gonna have to pick it up and have a backup plan if they don't get this fight. And that's with the casuals. But let me see. I'm gonna go to my man 817. What's your take on all this?
I'm finna eat a little lunch, so I'm gonna be quick. Nah, it ain't about money. It ain't no consensus on this stage, on this panel, because I don't think it's about money.
What do you think it's about?
Whether, I mean, he gonna make the biggest amount. He gonna make the biggest amount of money that he can with this fight. So, nah, it ain't about money. It's really, it's about his entire little legacy or whatever is tied to this cat. He been using this cat and using other cat's name to build itself up and ain't fought nobody. And everybody been saying this the one cat who will whoop your motherfucking ass. And he been woofing, and his whole team been woofing that this dude ain't it. If he lose to him, then he got to turn around and answer for all the bullshit he been doing, him and his followers. And they done made it to where it's damn near an untenable situation. They done made it this way. They made this bed, and now they being made to lie in it, and the motherfucker scared. He know if he lose to him, everything else is irrelevant because he ain't fought no goddamn body. Kyle oil wrestle with the nigga or whatever, so he gonna tell you that he ain't scared. You goddamn, you know what I'm saying? So all the friend shit, fan shit aside, I'm telling you, the motherfucker ain't never had no hesitation with jumping the fight nobody else because he was always favored to win. This ain't that situation. And he's scared, and his people scared too. And he gonna run, and he gonna keep running as long as he can. He know that people getting exhausted waiting on this motherfucking fight. He know it. Man, these are Trump-ass motherfucking tactics. And I'm telling you, his followers act just like motherfucking Trump followers. But I'm out.
Yeah. I say I can't say that man is just outright scared and shit. Like these is professional fighters at the top is I'm talking about at the peak of the game, at the top of the game. I don't think these dudes are scared. Like, they just, I mean, scared in a sort of way. They scared of the backlash, I guess. You know what I'm saying? They scared of the backlash of all that hype that was built up on them. You know,
I agree with what he said. I think I get it because I think like how you said, I don't think he's scared of the fight necessarily.
Right.
But he touched on something that I never really thought of either, which was the biggest question with Terence Crawford is everybody's like, oh, well, he hasn't fought anybody, right? His level of opposition has always been the biggest question. So if he loses this fight, which is a real possibility, then everything he did prior to is kind of like, oh, see, I told you, he never fought anybody. Whereas if Errol Spence were to lose, he still beat a lot of good guys. He still beat Danny Garcia. He still beat Kell Brook, who was a champion, right? He still beat Sean Porter. He still beat a lot of good guys on his resume. So if he loses a close decision to a Terence Crawford or whatever, like the rest of his resume is still intact, if that makes sense. Whereas all the questions we had about Terence Crawford's resume, come to light, and it's like, oh, see, we told you. He never fought nobody.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. And like I said, he's scared of that, all that pressure. Now, all that shit you done talked and all that build up, now you got to get the W. You got to get the win. It's that pressure. Now, it's not that he's scared to get in there and trade, physical combat. It's everything else that comes with that if you don't get the W. Yeah. And also, if he loses, I think he's starting to realize, like, who can I fight at? If I don't rematch Errol Spence, who can I fight after that? You know what I'm saying? Like, did Jamel Charlo shit off the table? I just lost to Spence. Eddie Hearn already said he ain't got nothing going on for me over there. Bob Arum, I didn't sued him. It's gonna look real bad if I try to go over there. And everybody else is on PBC. And so, I mean, it's a lot. That shit, that pressure get heavy.
He backed himself up into a fan. He backs himself up to a wall, man. He got, I mean, what? Yeah, like you said, what other options does he have?
Yeah, so that's tough. One of y'all could cook. I think KP, or is it?
Yeah, can you hear me?
What's happening?
Go ahead, Cal. Go ahead, Cal, if you're ready. I guess he ain't ready.
Yeah,
but I was gonna say this, man. It looked like he pigeonholed himself into a corner from the jump, though. When he sued Bob, just going through the landscape. If y'all think about it, this fight been talked about since 2018. So this fight ran through the pandemic. That messed him up too. So that brought the value down of the fight because the economics in the country went down. Everybody's economics changed. So they lost money that they didn't think that they would lose. Right? And now we at a point where everybody looking around like it's a recession right now. Make this fight or we ain't buying no fight that you put out there. You see what I'm saying? So they lost that leverage too. He has nowhere to go to fight nobody, whether it's at 47 or 54, but to the PBC because he just sued Bob and he ain't got no fighters. He ain't gonna fight Boots. You see what I'm saying? So he's pigeonholed himself to where whatever they offer him, it's almost like if he don't take it, he looks like the bad guy. If you think about it, because Spence could easily go to 54 and say, forget him. Spence could go to 54, say, forget him, and fight a fight in Dallas, and everybody would still go buy the fight. He has nowhere to go. Either he takes what they give him, or he's retired. That's essentially his only option. They're not going to give him a Keith Thurman fight. They're not going to give him Jamel Charlo. They're not giving him none of that because that means he's not fighting their other guy that they would want him to fight. So, like, he's pigeonholed himself into a bad position. But that goes back to what we said a couple years ago when he re-signed with Bob. He put himself in a bad position. And now that he got paid all those years for fighting those guys that he fought, which really meant nothing to his legacy. Because when you think about Terence Crawford, just close your eyes and tell me what fight in particular do you think about and say, damn, I'm glad I didn't miss that fight.
Gamboa.
Sean Porter.
Okay, Sean Porter. And that was his last memory, right? Now.
That was a good fucking memory.
It was a good memory, but I just want you to think about that. It's been a year almost since that fight. And now since he hasn't fought anybody, and he don't put out nothing to bring no buzz to his name, it's almost like he's forgettable.
The highlight in that fight, though, honestly, to me, and I ain't even trying to be funny.
Kenny Porter.
The highlight of that fight to me was Sean Porter banging his motherfucking his gloves on the canvas. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Porter throwing in that towel. Like, that's the highlight of that fight to me. Yeah, Bud did drop him, you know what I'm saying? But that shit stays in my head when I think about that fight.
Right. It's a good, but it's still a great fight. But I gotta touch on the point you made, Keith. Boxing is gonna go into shits because not only right now we have a chance for boxing to get at least third or fourth into the hearts and minds of the fans, right? You got this fight everybody wants. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you got people that ain't never even watched boxing before. They think they know about these two fighters. You know what I'm saying? This right here is either going to save boxing or it's going to destroy boxing because there's really nothing else boxing can do. Period. There's no fight out there that anybody cares about besides this fight. It doesn't matter. Even true boxing fans are going to take a step back and not really fuck with boxing. So they not only are they going to lose the casual fans, they're going to lose some diehard fans. Because think about this, man. I had Kevin Cunningham on my show like a month ago, right? And he said that's like the Boston Celtics winning the Eastern Conference Championship, right? And the Warriors winning the Western Conference Championship, and they don't even play each other in the NBA Finals. You get what I'm saying? So that's what this is, man. People getting tired of just like watching just to watch. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's not in the Olympics anymore. They took boxing away from the Olympics. If this fight happens, everything changes. Because you got Deontay Wilder coming back, and if they come right behind Deontay Wilder, boxing is saved. But at the end of the day, they don't care about boxing being saved. They care about the little money that they're gonna grab. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if I'm them two, I'm taking a little less money because the state of boxing is on their shoulders. You get what I'm saying? The state of boxing is on their shoulders. If they don't fight, boxing for damn sure ain't gonna be shit for at least 2-3 years. Now we're gonna have to wait and build some shit back up because boxing had got to a point where everybody wanted to watch it again. You know what I'm saying? You got Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. So the casual fan, you gotta throw that fight on immediately, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you don't make that fight happen because scared money don't make no money, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta gamble sometimes, and that's a fight worth gambling for. When you got everybody talking about that fight, and everybody wants to be a part of it, from rappers to athletes, you know what I'm saying? You gotta make that fight happen.
Yeah, I mean, it like I said, my opinion is boxing as far as like I said, the casual fan base is gonna take a nosedive because now with this Jake Paul and these celebrity boxing, all that shit, that it's scary that because like I said, boxing gonna take a big hit if this fight don't happen.
Hey, y'all know what it's actually doing to us in real time because we hardcore fans. They turning us into our uncles that used to watch boxing that don't watch the shit no more. That's what they turning us into.
Right.
You know how you tell your uncle, "Hey man, uncle, such and such about to fight." Who? Oh man, I ain't watching this shit, man. I don't watch boxing no more, man. I stopped watching, man. That time where after this fall fight, man, and then they wouldn't give us this fight, man. I just stopped watching. That's how your uncles be talking to you.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what this fight is gonna do. This fight is not only gonna take away the casual fans, it's gonna take away some diehard fans. Now, you know what I'm saying? We like abusive relationships, man. We, you know what I'm saying? We in an abusive relationship. You know what I'm saying? If y'all watch P Valley, we like Mississippi, man. We take the beating and let the motherfucker apologize. Because we've been getting our ass whipped by boxing for a while. Okay, yeah.
Don says boxing will move on. Nobody cares about Bud versus Spence. If it were as big as you say, it would have happened by now. Well, you care about the shit.
Who said that?
Your ass care about it, Don.
Who said that? Who said that goofy shit? Listen, what I'm saying, bro. Let me just say this, bro. Because you niggas is goofy, and this is why the shit ain't happening. Because goofy ass niggas like that, you know good and goddamn well you care about this fight. Everybody care about this fight. As much as I don't like talking about the fight, dog. You know what I mean? As much as I don't like talk about the fight, nigga, I care about this goddamn fight. Like, let's just be honest about this whole thing, bro. Listen,
yeah, it's the only thing that matters.
If Bob Aaron care about this fight and he ain't got nothing to do with neither one of these fighters, it means some shit.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what the fuck, dude, man. He care. He just saying some shit because he care about it. Motherfucker wouldn't even be in here listening to this shit if he didn't care about it. He care about that motherfucking fight happening. But if the fight don't happen, bro, I don't know. I think I might be like, on some verge of like, man, like, fuck boxing. Like,
I'm at that point too, Keon.
If it happened, it happened. It like from now on, if the fight happened, it happened. I'm not even finna get hype about none of these fights no more. Because
you know what's
been happening too. This ain't, y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta look at Canelo versus Benavidez, or Charlo versus Benavidez, Charlo versus Plant. Goddamn, Devin Haney versus Tank versus Vasil Lomachenko, and we could go on and on and on and on. Every time we get like a big fight that everybody want, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's like guys that's really not on that level yet, we don't get them. Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. We could go on and on. So yeah.
Hey, can we
Only reason Tyson Fury and Wilder happened, and that shit wasn't even on that level back then. Only reason that happened is because Wilder pulled Tyson Fury up out of the grave, and that shit became big. But that wasn't a fight that the fans was just asking for and rooting for years. You know what I'm saying? That shit became big on its own.
Yeah, it was really Wilder Joshua is what everybody wanted.
Exactly. That was kind of the replacement.
Yeah, that was a replacement fight. Yep.
Yeah.
But peep this though. That's why we gotta give Wilder a lot of credit. A lot of credit. Because I mean, think about it, bro. If I'm him, I don't even fight Fury again after the draw. Especially after he fought 2 more fights and didn't fight me. I'm like, man, fuck him. I'm going in another direction. You know what I'm saying? And he gave us a trilogy, bro. That last fight, I was in the building. I mean, as sad as I was and stressed out as I was after that fight, you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all this, bro. The only thing that keeps me in boxing is watching these young prospects come up. Because after a while, you already know, like at a certain point, it ain't gonna be what you want it to be. So I kind of just go right back to some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's no point, for real. We were talking about this fight for so long, bro. And then this year, it's not gonna happen. If it happened this year, I'll be shocked. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, I gotta pay up $25. If not, I got $25 coming to me. Now, do I want that $25 bad worse than I want that fight? No. But I just don't see how it could happen, bro, unless they're gonna announce it during Deontay Wilder and get it some buzz. But everybody money gonna be tied up. And I told people, man, I'm not finna hold my money hostage for a maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I went to all these other fights. You know what I'm saying? I made sure I went to other fights because y'all ain't finna keep my money hostage. Now everybody missed out on
Done. Quit going back and forth with people in the motherfucking chat and hop on here, turn your goddamn camera on and tell everybody how you feel. Simple as that. I guarantee you ain't. I actually want to hear your take. I want to hear your take on it.
I don't.
The link is pinned in the chat, Don.
Hey.
Done. The link is pinned in the chat. Hit the link and hop on the panel.
Yeah, man, this shit crazy.
Yeah, Don. The link is right there in the chat. Easy to jump on the panel. Don, what's happening? Oh, that's Ricky. What's happening, Ricky?
You're about to call me out my name. What's wrong with you, man?
No, what's happening with you, Ricky?
What's up, bro? How y'all doing, man?
Whatever.
Chilling, man.
What's your take on this, Ricky? What happens in boxing if this fight been building up for 4 years now, and it don't happen, and they don't have a huge backup plan to fill that void? What you think happened?
I mean,
just to the state of boxing, because we gonna be here, but what happens to the casual state of boxing? We need their numbers to get a lot of these big fights.
As far as the casual state of boxing, nothing, bro. Because if I'm being honest, as a whole, the casual fan not really into this fight like that. You got whispers and brinking of some people, you know what I'm saying, that's interested in the fight game, that looking for this fight. But as far as the whole on, you know, are we talking about like the size of like a Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, right? A Mayweather versus Pacquiao, right? A Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 3. You see what I'm saying? Versus Tyson Fury. It's not as big as that right now. It's just not. This is a boxing fan's fight. This is a hardcore fan's fight. This is not a casual fight, right? If it was a casual fan's fight, we would hear more about it on the mainstream media. That's just the facts, right? So this is what kills me about people saying that Bud should get X amount of dollars just because it's for the fight. No, I keep telling y'all it's business at the end of the day. But let me let me ask y'all a question though, right? Everybody keeps saying that Errol ducking Bud, but I got a question. Key, you got a girl, right?
Yeah.
Right. So let's say it's a special occasion, and you go all out, right? You call a rental car place. You rent a Benz, a 500 series, right? You call and you rent out you set the reservations for Maestro's top 5 hotel, right? Top 5 restaurant, right? You go, you get your suit fitted and everything, right? You making all the effort for this night to be the best night between y'all two, right? To be the biggest night romantically of y'all relationship, right? To celebrate. And then your wife call and say, you know what? Your girl call and say, you know what? I don't feel like going.
Bitch, you better find that. Bitch, you better get that dress. You better fix your goddamn
Right.
hair. I don't give a fuck what you feeling like.
Yeah.
You finna get on this date.
Yeah.
Or she gonna get canceled like Nino Brown.
I
Right.
spent all my goddamn. You gonna see
but
another
my-
host sitting at that table.
My question is, right? Is it your fault that the date didn't happen, that didn't go through, even though you set the stage, or is it your wife's fault because she refused that once you set the stage and everything was set that she didn't want to go?
Right. Your motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
But y'all keep saying Terence Crawford not the one ducking because that's what he doing. No matter what y'all say, no matter what you do, Errol Spence, 140, he was undisputed, blah, blah, blah. We ain't talking about 140. This is 147. Errol Spence has set the entire stage. Y'all, man, Bud Crawford, he's the one who said out of his own mouth, well, if it was me and I had that big fight, fuck the money, I'm taking it and prove my point. Did Errol say that? No. Y'all talking about chasing, right? If he was chasing this man so much, why when it's ground zero, when it's 0 hour, we can't get the fight? Oh, just tell Errol send the contract. That's all. Hey, Errol he been chasing Bud been chasing Errol for 4 years. He been calling him out. All Errol got to do is call him out. Key, ain't this what they said?
Right. For years upon years. Remember, he been chasing Bud since. Remember, they said he was chasing Spence. Who I heard say that shit? He was chasing Spence since 2016 before he even came to welterweight.
Right?
I didn't hear it at all.
Probably drink more water. Drink more water.
Nah, I wouldn't drink more water. It was somebody on the panel.
Yes, it was. Drink.
I wish
Was it Drink that said that shit?
I ain't gonna
Drink,
say.
yeah, because I showed that he did say it.
What I'm saying is this. Bud fans, I ain't gonna even say Bud fans because the fans are a fan. I'm talking about the riders, bro. Y'all can't have it both ways. You can't. Nowhere in life can nobody have it both ways. You can't sit up there and say this man wants to fight, bro, because he's at the negotiation table when, again, he's the most inconsistent fighter out of his mouth in boxing. He told y'all in the same breath, okay, Errol been ducking, and y'all still say it in the chat. Oh, Errol ducking. When Bud told y'all Errol not ducking him, he blamed it on Bob. Well, if I can't get the fight when I'm with Bob, how I'm gonna get it when I'm without him? So, and then now everybody want to say, oh, it's Bomac. It's Bomac. Bomac's the reason, right? He's a bad businessman. Bomac, who is it? It's everybody but Bud Crawford.
Let me say this, Rick.
Bud Crawford.
Let me say this, Rick, to Joan in the chat. Listen, Joan, you keep bringing up, y'all keep bringing up Earl told him get a belt over the other side of the street. We talking about where we at right now in the present day. This where we need to be. This where we need to stay. The fight is more realistic right now than it's ever been. And what Rick's saying is, if you wanted the man so goddamn bad, if this the fight that you've been wanting, and now you send your ass at the table, like you say, Joan, right? It shouldn't be no mishap. It shouldn't be no, oh man, I want more of this and more of that. When you said out your own mouth that money don't count. Like, well, I ain't gonna say it don't count, but you don't care about the money, right? You shouldn't be sitting your way at the table there and making all these demands, especially when the money is still good and it's gonna be the biggest payday of your career. If you've been chasing this man so much and it's the fight that you want, and now it's right here at your feet for undisputed, the biggest fight in boxing. And like Ricky said, Earl set the table for the shit, right? Went and got the 3 belts, did the better pay-per-view numbers. You on his platform now, right? You was on ESPN, this, that, and the third. No matter how y'all like it, now you coming over to Errol Spence platform for a Showtime and Fox. You on his platform, right? Y'all always talking about Earl didn't send a contract or Earl ain't did this, so y'all acknowledge Earl as the A side. So now when he's sitting at the fucking table and the fight is here, right? It should have been set. It should have been a no-brainer. It should have been, I finally got it now. Now let me go whoop his ass, take this spotlight off of him and get everything that I'm deserving of, that I say that I wanted, that I didn't get with Manny Pacquiao with Bob Earn. Because if you beat Errol Spence, your notoriety go through the roof. And I do agree with what Ricky said, bro. This is not a casual fight. It's not. That's why I made a statement about Ryan and Tank can outsell them. You know what I mean? Because that's a casual fight. They have casual fans at a younger age. So at this point, bro, they sitting up there and they stalling the goddamn fight, trying to milk every dime that they can get. You know, because they don't know if this gonna be what they like. If they had all that confidence in themselves, they don't know what this fight gonna be. They don't know if this gonna be the downfall of Bud Crawford or not. They don't know how fans gonna react if Errol Spence beat Terence Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? They be so afraid to lose their fucking they don't know what's gonna come next. So it just come down to they as being realistic, man, and making the fight happen. Steven Espinosa ain't saying what he's saying for no goddamn reason. If it was on Errol Spence side of town, Steven Espinosa would be saying some shit that let us know that it's on Errol Spence side of town. But the negotiation with him, he keeps saying Bud Crawford. Got to be realistic, right? They still talking about the fight. Errol Spence still talking about making the goddamn fight. You know what I mean? We ain't hearing Bud saying shit, we gonna make it happen down. I mean, try to make it happen soon. You heard the shit he's saying. So at the end of the day, man, y'all got to be realistic with the shit. Y'all be trying to ride for Bud so goddamn much that y'all ain't even listening to what's going on or just being fair. You motherfuckers want to make everything about a competition when nobody up here is really dogging Bud as they're just speaking the facts. But y'all ass can't get over that shit. Y'all want everything to be a goddamn competition. Oh, Errol Spence can't get more than Bud. Oh, Sean Porter made more than it. It don't matter what they made with him. It's about him and Errol Spence now. And 2 men sitting at the table, one the A side, one the B side. And the man that's the B side need to understand that he's the fucking B side. And if you want the A side, then go take the shit.
Real talk. Real talk. You know, while he was doing that heavy lifting and y'all bragging about, oh man, Bud was getting paid. Bud was getting paid this. Bud was getting the guarantee. Bud was making the most in the welterweight division. Y'all was bragging about all that shit all the time. Right? In the whole time, right? Y'all was bragging about how much he was getting, but he wasn't collecting no motherfucking belts. He wasn't doing what he had to do to be the A side. Errol Spence was. So now y'all mad talking about, oh man, he deserved. No, he is not the A side. He is the B side. That's just what it is.
And like you said, it was guaranteed money. So like, even though he was getting paid, it wasn't warranted, if that makes sense. Like, he wasn't putting up the numbers to get that type of money.
Exactly.
He was just being given that type of money.
So you went over there, right? You robbed the bank.
He robbed the bank.
Cool, but it's consequences to that. Nothing's for free. Nothing in life is for free. It's consequences to that. You did that. Now the repercussions, but you still gonna get more than you ever made. But now the repercussions to your ego is that now you got to come over here to the big leagues and you're not the A side no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? He has the 3 belts. So he's going to get more money than you, or should get more money than you. So, I mean, it's always it's always a backside to the story.
And that's the second
part of the story.
John, how am I dogging Bud? Tell me one thing that I said that showed that I'm dogging Bud. And we can bet whatever you want to bet on the fight.
When the fight, if the fight happens.
If the fight happens. So how the fuck am I dogging Bud?
Up here acting like acting like we don't see what's happening in real time with this fight, bro. Bud, see, y'all the one who keeps saying that Bud been wanting it since time eternal, bro, since Jesus walked the earth. Why he ain't signing? Devin Haney did. Y'all, man, he ain't. This was crazy. Key, like I said, bro. If you love boxing, Bud Crawford is on the cusp of being one of the greatest fighters in today's era. He could be 2-time undisputed, one of the first men to do it in the 4-belt era. Why wasn't he campaigning on that at 147? Why didn't he make the effort to do that at 147?
Because he cared about the money.
Because over there at Top Rank, he was getting top dollar for garbage competition. It's simply what it is, bro. The market is not. Look, nobody.
Let me get it. Did you hear what I said? I need to hear what I said.
No one is responsible for making Bud pay the same amount of money. It doesn't matter. Case in point, you could be at your job and been there for 10, 15 years getting paid over market value. You thinking you got it easy. Oh, fuck it, I'm going to quit this job and go get another one. You take your ass to a new job, they paying you $18 an hour. That's the market. That's the market, and that's what Bud's doing. Bud been over there making $4, $5, $6 million fighting nobodies. Oh, the resume's the same. He fought the same people that Errol Spence after. If I fuck a bitch after you, it ain't the same. Time. What and y'all, this was crazy. Y'all sit up there and y'all say these soliloquies and shit when Mike Tyson and all these goofies said, right? Well, Father Time's undefeated. Facts. So what make you think that Sean Porter, Amir Khan, and Kell Brook was the same when years have passed and they've been through other fights? Oh, that was different.
Let me tell you something.
What make y'all think that?
Let me say this to Shamika Jackson. Shamika, you talking about it? You believe everything you do over your entire career should add up at the negotiation table. Boxing don't work like that. It don't work like that. It's about what have you done for me lately and how many asses are you putting in the seats. That's y'all problem. Y'all want to make the narrative what y'all want to build. Y'all want to make negotiation what y'all think negotiation should be. Shit don't work like that. If that's the case, then I say this all the time. Why the fuck then Julius and Dongo get 50-50 against Terence Bud Crawford? Because he had 2 titles, Bud had 2 titles. If everything you done in your career should add up and work at the negotiation tables. Y'all want to look at what Bud did. Y'all trying to hold, oh, well, he got more accomplished and more accolades than Errol Spence. Okay, we know that. Everybody knows that shit, right? But he's not a bigger star than Errol Spence, regardless of how y'all want to look at it. He's not selling more tickets. And at 147, he ain't the man at the fucking welterweight division. He's one of the man. He's number 2. But if y'all sitting up here telling me a motherfucker that's holding 3 titles in one division and one man is holding 1 title, that the split should be even, then come on, man. Y'all just being biased as fuck. And y'all don't want the damn fight. That's what it's looking like. Because y'all can't even be fair with what's going on. Because y'all know if it was the other way around, and Terence Bud Crawford was sitting on 3 fucking titles and Errol Spence was sitting on 1, and he was asking for 50-50, y'all would be turning Errol Spence's ass up right now. He's scared. He don't want to fight. He a bitch. He know what he doing.
They already doing it. They already doing it. This man that made t-shirts and shit.
Come on, man. Like, y'all got to be realistic around this motherfucker. Y'all just wanted to be how y'all want to go because y'all feel like motherfuckers is shitting on Bud. And all we talking about is the business side of the shit. Nobody dissed Bud inside the ring. Nobody said none of that shit.
The only thing y'all
Jones Turner.
Like
Jones Turner. Money ain't finna bet you. He don't even know who you is. I bet you ain't gonna comb that comb over to the other side of your head, though.
And this is what I'm saying, right? They want to use the example like, okay, Sean Porter made his biggest payday. Okay, how much did Bud make in that fight? Because he had a belt. I bet you he made more than Sean Porter. It wasn't no 50-50 split. Y'all sound stupid. There's no other word for it. Because again, y'all say y'all love boxing. Oh, I love boxing. No, you a dick rider, bro. Just
think-
say you a dick writer. The only thing y'all can say with all the proof that's in the pudding, bro, with everything I put out in the public, that's the only thing you should be saying. I think Bud gonna whoop Errol's ass. That's the only thing you should be saying. Because that's the only thing you can't prove because the fight ain't been happened yet. And y'all know my motto. Make the fucking fight, bro.
Right. John Turner, did Errol Spence make more than your Dennis Ugers? Yes or no? That's what I want to ask you. You keep talking about what was the split. Did Earl make more money? Yes or no?
And you know what? I think there's a little bit of a misconception with the money thing, because I read a comment here a little bit ago that said, somebody said, y'all want this man Bud to take crumbs, and it's not crumbs. He's still gonna get more in this fight against Errol Spence. I think it's just not much more than what he expected, because his guarantee with ESPN and Top Rank was so high that the guarantee now with PBC, what they're guaranteeing him is slightly lower. But I think he's not used to it because the potential to make more money afterwards, after the pay-per-view revenue and pay-per-view shares, is a lot higher. And I think Bud's just not used to that. He just sees a guaranteed number and he sees that it's lower than what he made previously, so he doesn't like it. But
Exactly.
anybody who knows like what Errol Spence has made previously knows that it is more money. The guarantee is just lower.
That's what
You know what it's like, y'all.
I've been telling people that like they don't believe, they haven't done business with the concept of PBC, so what they don't understand what back end money is. They don't understand that that's real fucking money. When I say that shit, they don't pay attention. The back end, when it start coming in, you go see that it's a different thing. And I promise you, if he take this deal, he go see why he should have been signed with fucking PBC. Because the money gonna be fucking, it's gonna be some. And like I said, this fight he might make more than what he made in his entire fucking career.
Right.
And it's one fucking fight. When that back end money get the rolling in.
Yeah, because you know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It really is somebody going from a base salary structure to commission.
Exactly.
And he don't want to see it that way, because the commission is going to end up paying him more. Because this is the biggest fight he gonna get. This is the biggest fight by far. So you're gonna make the most money you ever made. But you looking at it and saying, "Oh shit, my base ain't the same as it was." Well, guess what? You can't go back to the other company that you used to be with to get that base. The shit don't exist. Because if you was that valuable, they would have kept you. You have no value. All your value is with this one guy. That's it. Everybody else don't even exist.
Bruh, like the truth of the matter is, like I said before, man, before the pandemic, man, if you can say with a straight face that the PBC wasn't the place where that was popping for welterweights, bro, something wrong with you, right? You stay at a certain job that make less money for certain perks. You see what I'm saying? You got flexibility. You can move how you want. You're not micromanaged. That's why Bud stayed over there, even though he would have made more money at the PBC. But he would have got at that point in his career, he would have got tossed into that gauntlet though. He gonna get tossed into that gauntlet. That means you don't just get to pick and choose. You was gonna see Sean Porter at an earlier time in his career. You was gonna see Ugas. You was gonna see Keith Thurman. You was gonna see Danny Garcia. You was gonna see Errol Spence. Because those fights make sense once you move over. Or what do, right? You go over here and you work a little harder and make a lot more money, right? Or you stay here and be comfortable with what you get. That's the difference in every single job, every single time you move up in employment. Those are the main things you evaluate. And I keep telling y'all that I honestly believe the reason he left Top Rank because Bob was going to make the Errol fight regardless. That's what I think.
But I'm going to tell y'all something. And Money, remember me saying this. I said they run around talking all this fuck PBC and fuck Al Heyman and all that shit. I said, motherfucker better chill out. He going to end up having to go run over there to PBC. That's what's gonna end up happening, and now we at that point. So it's like, if I'm like, man, fuck Ricky Williams, you know what I'm saying? Every time I turn around, fuck whatever Ricky Williams got going on. And now I show up to my new job, and you know what? Ricky Williams is my boss. And you know what else? Ricky Williams, he's the one that's gonna decide on every raise I get. What Ricky Williams finna do? Is Ricky gonna say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make you the highest paid employee in the company. You know, cause I just like you. Nah, Ricky ain't finna do that. Ricky not finna do that. So if he thought that he was gonna be able to come to PBC without coming like a man and apologizing for all that shit that Bo Mac and him and all that shit that they were saying, yeah, they not finna come to him like, hey, you know what? Let's sit down and negotiate, and we're gonna give you exactly what you want. Nah, they ain't finna do that. They're not gonna do that. You know, they finna give you, hey, this is what we got for you. Take it or leave it. And now, when we heard about the 3 fight, like they try to give him 3 fights, right? It make a lot of sense. You know why? Because if he fuck around and lose to Errol Spence, right? If he fuck around and lose to Errol Spence, well, then they can have something else for him. It makes sense for him. If he loses to Errol Spence and he's not signed to no promoter and he's not in no deal, who's gonna be fucking clamoring to get Bud Crawford a fight?
Yeah, nobody's gonna want him.
He don't have no belt no more.
Nobody wants him now.
He ain't did no motherfucking numbers on his own.
Too expensive.
And he just motherfucking lost. So all of that hype that they build up on him, number 1 pound for pound, all that shit, yeah, that shit is gone. You might not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say you're not gonna be able to get another fight, but you ain't gonna be able to get another big fight. So it will be smart for him if they are offering him 3 fights, because you can work a rematch. If the rematch don't happen, they got a whole bunch of other smoke on there. You know what I'm saying? You can work a Keith Thurman, a Jerome Boots Ennis. You got smoke over there. So why is he talking about, I want a 1 fighting off? I mean, you know, it wouldn't make no sense. Because if you fuck around and lose, bruh, and he knows that. He knows that. That's why he's trying to get the most possible money that he can, because he knows if he lose and he get his way and it's not a 3 fight deal, he pretty much ain't gonna get no other fight like that ever. He won't get no more. It won't be no Jamel Charlo, none of that shit going down. But you know,
make the fight, bro. That solves everything. Make the goddamn fight. Your A-side sent you a contract, sign it. All this other bullshit y'all keep talking about Bud this and Bud that. Sign the contract, back. Hey, Big Daddy, sign the contract. The baddest man on the planet. Mr. Download the information at Mr. Calculating. Sign the goddamn fight.
That's what Earl asked him. Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract. Y'all talking all that shit now. Bo Mac, Earl is just one-dimensional. He's straight up and down. He's not this. He's not that. It should be an easy fight for y'all.
Let me ask y'all, do y'all think that he will end up signing a 3 fight with PBC and, you know, going from there?
No.
Negative.
Nope.
They're going to go sign for Errol Spence.
Bud never wanted this fight. I don't care what nobody says.
What if PBC is like, nah, we're not finna fucking sign you, let you get a bag and fucking say fuck us. You haven't done, right? You haven't done well enough numbers in your career for you to be able to do that. So we ain't finna lose, right? Potentially, we're not finna give you a big ass bag, right? The fight don't go exactly how the fans thought it was gonna go, and we end up motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, breaking even and losing out, right? You win or lose, right? And you get to chunk the deuce, and that's it. It ain't nothing else. We can't get our bread back. We can't get nothing else off you. You just get to chunk the deuce and you gone.
Well, and
then if you fuck around and win and chunk the deuce and you gone, and we can't get no get back. We can't. You in control of, right? Like, I don't think they, bruh. That's why they like either way is why they like, hey, we ain't finna let you just come over here and get a motherfucking bag. You ain't our fighter. It just, you know, dip off, win, lose, or draw.
Well, I don't think
that's something in contract.
Hey, Bunny, hold on, bro. Bunny, he said Ricky Williams, all Bud wins are Spence leftovers, and all Spence wins are Thurman leftovers. So it's the truth. And y'all stupid. That's what I'm talking about. So what? And was they earlier in their career than when Bud fought them?
Well, let me check them on that, Rick. Because when they say all Earl wins are
Stupid, man.
Thurman's leftovers, well, I'm gonna tell you like this: when Earl fought Sean Porter was a champion. When Thurman fought him, he wasn't. Now, when he fought Danny was a champion when Thurman fought him, right? But when Earl fought Danny, that was Earl coming off a whole motherfucking car crash, and people didn't know what the fuck to expect from Errol Spence, right? So you talking about two fights, right?
Mike, don't forget the layoff. Don't forget the layoff.
I said that's Earl coming off the car crash. So when we looking at that situation, right? You can say what you want to say, but when you look at the entire totality, those were still top shotters. They had something to prove. Sean Porter was a champion. He fought way harder than he fought motherfucker Terence Crawford. Danny Garcia, he said out his own mouth, his daddy talking about Earl ain't the same. He ain't this, he ain't that. So when you look at those, the two big names that you can bring out. Now, when you talking about motherfucking Leonard Bundu and all that shit, you can miss us with that shit. Then he went on to fight motherfucking your Dennis Ugas, right? Who was a world champion. So when Bud fought Sean Porter, 1 foot in, 1 foot out Porter, right? When Bud fought Kell Brook, motherfucking who won at 147 for how long? You know what I'm saying? And taking nothing away from the wins. But y'all got to look at the times when they fought him and what was on the line. So y'all just be running y'all mouth when y'all try to bring that shit up to make a point, bro. Y'all need to stop it. That shit gets no play in this ride.
They do it because they have no point, bro. You talking about he out here playing checkers. You right. He on the chessboard with one piece, bro. He on the chessboard with one piece. And y'all don't want to admit that. Y'all want, but everybody else playing checkers, right? But y'all want the game to change for Bud.
Nah, but I think that they position themselves to make sure they control them belts.
And what's wrong with that?
Exactly. I ain't mad at PBC for that, but that's just the reason that I see more than one fight being in this deal.
Well, I'm gonna say this though, man.
I want to say this, Keith, and I'm gonna let you go, Cal. I'm sorry, Cal. I just wanted to say this, Cal. When Keith said with the PBC, they're not gonna put themselves in a position where Bud can take off. I don't think they're going. That's why I think they making the right negotiation. Like they go, if we go be in a position to where you win, you will have all the titles. Even though EJ saying he going up and he go vacate those titles, even if you win, right? We not go. You go. You can get it off and go, but it's not gonna be to the point to where we just fucked over and now we just did ourselves in, and now you out here looking like the motherfuckers that did this and did that. I think it's gonna be like, okay, well, you gonna take this certain deal, right? Everybody gonna come out on top, and if you got the titles, you got the titles. But even if you got the titles, we still got the fighters. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck you gonna do? You still gonna have to fuck with PBC. And you still have to fight on Showtime or Fox because that's what a Jerron Boots in, unless you go fight Virgil Ortiz, right? And we just seen the other boy over in the UK, or what's the one cat name?
Conor
Josh
Ben.
Taylor. Nah, Josh Taylor, right? He didn't vacate the titles, so his buzz ain't what it was at first. So the money is with PBC at the end of the day when you're talking about 47 and 54.
Dalton Ball said Bud is number one pound for pound. Okay, great. Pound for pound is opinion. So the same way you can say that is the same way I can say that Teofimo Lopez was undisputed. But was he really?
Yeah, that's an opinion.
Was he really? No, he wasn't. But just because you put chocolate on shit don't make it a Snickers bar.
So John Turner, the link is pinned in the chat. Click the link, come up here, and let us know your valid points.
All that goddamn typing.
You don't need to type.
No,
It ain't a damn John, yeah.
Click the link, come up here, and let us know your valid points. Ain't nobody gonna overtalk you. The link is right there.
Hey, Keith, he work in the office, so
fellas
his tactical skills are A1. That's why he can type so fast.
On the panel, was Tio undisputed?
Hell no.
Monty.
Hell no.
Kyle.
Are we saying ESPN or are we asking for my opinion?
I'm asking for the real opinion. Was he undisputed?
Hell no.
OTB. Missing WBC.
817.
Hell no, never.
Boxing Talk 101.
My bad. I was reading the comments. Say that again.
Was T.O. undisputed?
No, man.
Keon.
I already told you, hell no, you wasn't no undisputed.
So, like I said, if y'all know, they can't dictate boxing. Like the sport is the sport. Your pound for pound is who you choose to be your pound for pound fighter. It's a fucking opinion.
You know what would have made it really clear, Ricky? And I think the WBC fucked up with the whole franchise thing. Because what would have made it very, very simple, in my opinion, is if they would have put that franchise belt, as much as we don't like it, if they would have put that franchise belt in every division, then it's the WBA Super. Simple as that. But they didn't do that.
And that's because we knew the reason why they did it, though. To get certain fighters in certain weight classes a fucking pass.
But that's what the WBA Super is. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's why the WBC did it the way they did selectively. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they only put it in like 2 or 3 weight classes, and that's what made it stupid, and it didn't make it like a real belt, you know?
I mean,
Coach, what's happening with it, Coach? Make sure that y'all go sub up to Glove Up Boxing and More. Finna have a hell of a show tomorrow night.
Yeah, T.O. knew he wasn't no fucking undisputed. That's why he was saying the shit he was saying. You know what I'm saying? He tried to run with that shit like he was undisputed, but he knew he had to see Devin Haney if he wanted to be undisputed.
How come don't nobody ask the question? You know, everybody say shit on Bud, this, that, and the third. But how come they don't never hold his feet to the fire about that shit with Thurman? Since they like to sit on Thurman not so much about EJ fights or whatever. But Thurman come off his layoff. That's who Bud wanted, right? And then when Thurman said he wanted to take a tune-up, Bud was talking that shit like, you don't need no motherfucking tune-up. But he wasn't worried about no credit with that. But he didn't want to fight Earl. What was his excuse when Earl came off the car wreck? We already know that the fight that we already know, you know, post fight or whatever. Now that we down the line, that the fight wasn't gonna happen then. But what was the excuse that he gave the people? He wanted full credit when he beat EJ, and he knew coming off the car wreck he wasn't gonna get that. So what the fuck? What the fuck is the difference in the credit? You wanted full credit for beating EJ, so you're gonna give that a pass. But Thurman come off damn near a 3-year layoff, and you want him right then. You don't want him with a tune-up. You ain't worried about credit. What the fuck? What the fuck is the motherfucking difference? Anybody?
Ain't none.
So I'm just saying, you know, you can like who you like. You know what I'm saying? All facts be damn. Like, I like AB. I know he a goddamn drunk. I know he fucks up. I know this. You did? But I like him, bro. I like him. I like the fact that when he fuck up, it's on display. When he win, it's on display. He ain't hiding shit. His feelings, his emotions, he an open motherfucking book. We ain't got to wonder about him. We ain't got to wonder if it's really this or really that. We can see it. So, I mean, bruh, it's not hating on the man, bruh. The man, he got skills in the ring. But call shit what it is. And when you don't, you ruin your validity.
Yeah, I mean. So, I'm gonna go around the panel and I'm gonna just go to each person. It's just a yes or no. Is the fight happening this year or not? Box Talk 101. Is the fight happening this year?
I don't think so, man. There's too much on the schedule to compete with, and they're taking their sweet ass time. It might already be even scheduled for early next year, but this year, I don't think so.
Ricky.
No.
OTB.
Yep.
Yeah. Boxing section.
OTB. I just owe my $25, man. That's all.
Who I owe $25? Who was that?
The boxing section. When we had the bet, you said it's gonna happen this year.
Is the fight happening or not?
Oh man, I got you, Cal. I got you.
That's my answer. I need my $25. That's the answer.
Is the fight happening or not?
Cal,
Hell
that was me and you,
no,
Cal.
nah.
I don't think OTB betted you.
Nah. Okay.
That was me and Cal, not OTB. OTB about to pay $25. He don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I could have sworn it was me and him too.
No, that was me and you.
Right now, money, I just ain't ducking no smoke on no level.
So Kyle, you say no. What money? What you got?
Yes.
817. What you got?
Man, for another week, I'm gonna say yeah. For another week.
Okay, I want to see the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if y'all think the fight is happening. You know what I'm saying?
This year.
If y'all think the fight is happening this year, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 for no. A 1 for yes, a 2 for no. Let me see. Boxing. Dwayne Freeman said no. Jay Smith, yeah. Smooth Groove, yeah. Johnny Q, yeah. 2, 1. Let me see. So we got Jay West. We got a lot of no's, ones. So now imagine the percentage of all of the boxing fans, right? And keep on putting it on there. It's a lot of twos in this motherfucker. A lot of people don't think that shit happening. Now you do got, some people that think it's happening still, but a lot of people don't think it's happening. Now it happens around November, December, the holidays. How many people in the boxing world have said, you know what, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? If it happened, it's too late now. I'm already, shit, they taking too long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, December ass out for me.
And once that start happening, that's bad for the fight. Once people say, you know what, man, fuck all that.
November is calling the closest fuck, to be honest.
Right.
Facts. If it ain't them first 2 weeks, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm with y'all on that one.
I mean,
later in the second week.
Yeah, I think we all like that. I mean, I done already tried to make some arrangements and book some shit. I mean, after that shit, it's the holidays, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, you make it clear that you don't give a fuck about the
They know that.
But
they know that more than we do.
I mean, but how are you supposed to spend $100 when Thanksgiving and Christmas is right there?
You not in this economy.
But that just goes back to the fact, that just goes back to the question before, though. You know what I'm saying? Or the thing before, or what we all asking, right?
Why you ain't do it before?
Right, because Showtime knows. I mean, these people know. They know that money get tight during that time, and people will allocate their money elsewhere. It's a push for them to make the fight. You know what I'm saying? Earl has already voiced his readiness and willingness for the fight. You feel me? So we ain't got to question what the fuck it is. These people not gonna jeopardize their return like that. When we say we think it's the money holding it up, and these people, are holding it up behind money, they not gonna jeopardize their return like that. They fucking smart. Again, they finesse Top Rank out of $4 million for Sean Porter up front. Y'all tell me when Sean Porter made $4 million up front for any fucking fight. So these people not dumb, fool. It's one motherfucker or one side holding up this fucking fight that ain't giving a fuck about our arrangements or none of that shit. It's obvious.
So if the fight don't happen, do Errol Spence fight this year still? And do Terence Crawford get a fight this year? At all?
No.
Not Crawford.
Earl
Where's
does.
the money coming from?
Yeah, Earl
Crawford-
does. Bud
Crawford
won't.
is not.
Yeah,
Crawford-
Earl ain't
Bud will
fighting.
fight.
Otherwise, they got to strip him.
Who
Fuck
do Earl
that.
fight?
That's damn near 2 years, y'all.
Bud ain't gonna go out
They ain't
entire
gonna
year without a fight. Bud gonna have a fight.
You so money. You saying that if Bud don't make this Errol Spence, if they don't get this Errol Spence fight with him and with Errol Spence and Bud, you telling me that Bud will still get a fight this year?
Have
Hell
to.
yeah, they gonna find a
This
fight
is
with somebody.
interesting.
No,
Who
I
is
don't
Bud
think.
gonna fight
I
if he
don't
don't
think
fight
Errol
Errol
It's
Spence?
gonna
He
be
gonna get
somebody
stripped and Earl
out
gonna
there
drop his belt.
for him to fight. Right?
Man,
Who's
He
going to
not-
pay
he's
for
not
it?
getting stripped, y'all.
He's not
Who's
gonna
gonna
sit out
pay
an
for it?
entire year. That's what we
Who's
have to
gonna
wait
pay
and
for
see.
it, no money?
We have to wait and see. But there's no way in hell Terence Crawford to sit out an entire year, and he in the gym right now working his ass off for a fight. He's gonna have a
Facts.
fight with somebody,
Who
bro.
is he gonna make?
Whether he gotta go over and fight a motherfucker that's not too popular, is somebody out there that will step up to the plate and fight Terence Crawford this year for
On
that
what
time.
platform?
It's going to
The
happen.
only fight I see being made,
Even if it's
doesn't
on
fight Errol, is
Triller,
Virgil
817.
Ortiz.
Wait a
It's
minute.
gonna happen.
Wait a minute. When you are a
Triller
free
getting
agent,
sued.
Wait a minute. No, when you are a free agent like Bud, he can still do a deal with ESPN with somebody. He can do a deal with the Zone with somebody. It don't have to be the biggest popular
Sky
deal out there.
Sports.
But he's not going to sit up there and sit out a whole
He
year
fight Virgil Ortiz.
and not fight nobody. It
Yeah,
don't
He
have
can
to
go
be
to
Virgil
Golden Boy.
Ortiz. It
He
don't
can
have
go
to
to
be.
Golden Boy, but
I
then
know.
he's
I
still
know
in bed with
Virgil. I know
ESPN, and he just
Virgil.
got through trying to sue.
I know
But he
Virgil
just
is the mandatory to the WBO, but Virgil, you don't have to turn right around and fight Virgil next, right? Because if that's the case, they'd be pushing for that motherfucker and say, okay, well, if you don't fight Earl, then we can be next. But somebody's gonna step up to the plate
Well,
and step in the
well,
ring
next
with
in line is
Terence Bud
Boots.
Platforms
Crawford.
like Fight Club. Yeah, I mean, smaller platforms who promote fights, they gonna rush him that big check. They
I
gonna
don't
rush
know
it to
about
him
all that.
How that
just
help
to
Why
him?
would
up
they
their
rush him a check
platform.
and he
How
ain't
that
and
help
he
him in
haven't
the public
sold like
eye, though?
that?
they ain't got the money to pay
But they
Bud.
don't care. They
The
don't care
fuck?
about it, right? They don't care about it. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest. Like
Bro,
So
I
he
don't
don't
see
care
him
what it
getting
looks
a
like.
fight this year. If
I
this
don't
fight is
either.
not made, I don't see him getting a fight the rest of the year.
The only
Neither
fight I
one.
see him making
He
will be
not getting
with
stripped,
Virgil
y'all.
Ortiz. And like
He gonna
December,
get stripped, and Earl gonna drop his belts. That's how it's gonna go down. Cause Earl not gonna fight nobody else at 147.
Terence
Earl
Bud
gonna
Crawford
drop
is not
his
going to get
shit.
scrapped, man.
Earl gonna
Earl,
drop
Earl,
his shit, and Bud gonna
Earl
get
could
I
fight
stripped.
don't
Thurman
see
though.
that either. I don't see him getting stripped.
Earl
He
not gonna
just
fight
too
Thurman.
accomplished of a fighter.
Right, to get
Who
script meaning
platform that whole ass nigga
get
gonna fight on?
getting script meaning you're not willing to fight no motherfucker. That means you sitting up there. He's going to be willing to fight somebody,
But who
and
platform,
and
money? I hear you, but
it's
who
good. Like
platform,
I say,
fam?
when you're a free agent, you can fight on any fucking platform.
Okay, money. Let's
We have to wait and see
A17.
what the negotiation going to
Virgil
be and
Ortiz.
who we go fight. We sit up here making it like, oh,
didn't
it's
he just get through
impossible
trying
for
to
him
sue
to get a
Like
Bob?
he
fight.
got no options at
Bro,
all.
he tried to sue Bob Earn. Bob Earn don't own ESPN.
Bob,
But let
boxing,
me tell you this though.
ESPN and boxing.
Hold on. Valley Sports. They throwing on the fight throwing on the fight on Sunday. So it's people out there that got the bread.
Nigga,
Tell
that
him.
shit sound like some
Tell
shit
him.
that
It
we
might
saw
not
Mickey
be
Bay and
fight
Bro,
Kevin Farmer on.
y'all bringing up all these
No.
motherfucking. Y'all bringing up all.
That's
Wait
a
a
part
minute,
of
bro.
Fox.
Stop bringing up these low budget. I know you're saying 45, but we don't have to bring up these low budget things like Bud Crawford can fight on ESPN. He have a relationship with ESPN. Bud Crawford can fight on the Zone. He can fight on fucking Showtime and fight. We don't know. You just have to wait to see what happens. Now, like I said, with PBC, yes, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but Terence Crawford not going to sit out an entire year, bro, and not
Okay,
have a
money,
fight.
So everybody
money,
watch local basketball games on Valley Sports, but they can't
money,
present no boxing match.
money.
Bro, we don't
Bro,
have to
ain't
stick to no
nobody
goddamn
Bud,
Valley Sports,
first
man.
of all, is not finna step down to no Valley Sports or nothing like that. We talking about ego Bud. Second of all,
Don't make no sense.
goddamn, y'all act like Dazin and Eddie Hearn ain't already said that they ain't fucking with Bud because they ain't got nothing for him over there.
I
And
heard
he-
what Eddie Hearn
and-
said when he said it, but it don't take away from the fact that he can still do a deal and get a fight with the man over on fucking the Zone, bro. Now signing him to a multi-contract deal, no. But when you are a free agent, bro, you out there and you can have one fight this year for them to promote one of their fighters, whomever it is, they will make that shit happen with a Terence Bud Crawford. We gotta quit acting like that. He holds no type of value, bro, when you're holding a WBO scrap at the welterweight division. The man is still Terence Bud Crawford.
if
So
that was the
it's a
case,
fight out
money.
there.
If that was the
Is
case, money.
not that if that was
Money.
the case.
You
can
talk
fight
fast,
somebody
but
out there.
money. If that was the case,
Bro, quit
when
talking
he
about I'm
was
talking
a free
fast. Ain't got shit to do with
money,
nothing, bro.
if that was the case when he was a free agent and free and clear of anything, why was it these same motherfuckers that they can do a deal with him now wasn't running to do a deal with him then?
Bro, because they
They're
have
not going
other
to do it with him when he has
other
no
because
option.
they have other business that they was working on in terms of
Money.
Crawford.
If he had money,
Wait a minute. In terms of Crawford want the Errol Spence fight, and they know that he want the Errol Spence fight, and they know that's the biggest fight at the welterweight division. They know they can't get their fucking hands in on it. But when it come down to him being open for a one fight deal, bro, one fight this year, by him being who he is, somebody will step up to the plate and fight that man. It don't have to be the biggest name out there, but
Mo-
Terence Bud Crawford will
Yeah.
draw some attention from these
money the
platforms to
same.
where he can get a fight, bro.
Money, the same
Come on, man. Let's
difficulties
cut
that
it
were
out,
facing
man.
money, the same difficulties that were facing him before are facing him after if he doesn't make this fight with less options.
Yes, sir.
He had that as an option to listen. He has Earl right now as an option, if that's the case, to leverage whatever the fuck he wants out of any other company for any other no name.
Negative, bro.
Without this fucking fight, they don't have to pay him as much.
Negative. And that's what I'm
Okay.
talking
Yeah, I
about.
disagree with
Goddamn,
that.
bro.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
you talking about goddamn as if this man can't
Man,
get a fucking
say,
fight
take
this
some
year,
business
man.
courses, bro.
I don't need to take no fucking business course when I'm looking at the fucking landscape of boxing, bro. What the fuck is you
Bro,
talking about?
if
When we
you
looking at the
have a
situation, when we
big
looking
deal
at the
in
situation,
hand,
bro.
money,
If
you
that,
talk
wait a
fast, but
minute.
listen,
Quit talking
money.
about I'm talking fast
If
as if
you
there's
talk
something,
money,
bro.
if you
When we
have a
looking at the
big deal in
situation,
hand,
bro. No, you
money,
talking about a big deal with
money.
Errol
If
Spence,
you have
bro.
a big deal in
The
hand,
numbers don't
money.
have to be the same
Okay,
as the
money.
numbers with
Goddamn.
fucking Errol Spence. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a goddamn. The numbers don't have to be the same. What the fuck he asking for with Errol Spence, bro? When you're going out there and you're trying to get a
I
fight this
didn't
year,
say that they
if you
had to be
pass
the
up, okay.
same, money.
So when you pass up on the Errol Spence fight and his ass sitting up there knowing that he need a fight, he's gonna compromise if he want to fight this year. He's not gonna just sit out. And
Okay,
wow,
money.
I fought
You're
once.
done?
I fought
Okay.
once last year
Let me
against
know when you're
Showtime
done.
Sean Porter. I fought once last year against Showtime Sean Porter. Then I'm gonna come back in 2022 and sit out the entire fucking year and not have one fight. Come on, man. That shit don't even make no sense.
I don't think he have a choice.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
My
Chief.
thing is he risks getting stripped. That's
Nope,
what I
nope,
don't
nope,
see
nope.
happen.
Hold on, guys. This is what I'm saying, right? And all that makes perfect sense, Monty. That's if Bud wants to fight.
He's in the gym training. That's telling you he wants to fight, bro.
No, it's not. He's a
Rick,
fighter.
Rick,
He trains. What
of course,
Now-
but you're not going to get into the gym.
Hold on. I didn't cut you off. I didn't cut you
I know,
off.
but you're not going to get into the gym and train
But
for Errol Spence
Bud's a
fight
gym
and
rat,
then
right?
not want to fight,
Bud's
bro.
a gym rat, right? He always in the gym.
Look, if you have a big deal in hand, right? You know you have this big deal in hand. You can use that big deal and leverage it with other companies to see what they have as an option to take other deals. I don't know how that does not make sense. I got money in hand over here. They just waiting for a signature. This is what they want to give me. How close can you get to it? Because on the cool, I really don't want to do this, but I ain't letting them know that.
Well, I think his
So
next
I don't
fight.
know how. I
Let
don't
me
know
say this
how.
real
I don't
quick.
know how. I'm just
Let me
saying.
get this
I don't know
super chat
how.
in real quick.
Let
Let me get this
go
super
ahead.
chat in real quick. My man Cedric Smith, he says, you seen Brian Norman and EJ Camp. Nah, I didn't. Anybody knew or seen Brian Norman? I'll hit him up and I'll ask him.
Well,
I just seen the picture on Instagram.
When you interviewed him, can you remember he said he was going down there? He said he ain't gonna spar him. He said he was going down to the camp.
Oh, yeah. He did say that. He did tell me that he was gonna go down there, but he said that they weren't set up to spar because EJ ain't started sparring yet.
Right.
That's what he said. Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, if you want to talk about them other companies or whatever, they've never stepped up before.
I'm telling you, that fight made.
I hope so,
Why
bro.
would you announce it? Why would you announce it? And it's still the talk of the whole boxing community. You understand that we still promoting that fight.
You said the fight is made. Well, what's the motherfucking secret? Let me know what the secret is, OTB, if the fight is made.
The secret is marketing. Shit, we done all been talking about business. We done all been talking about business the whole time that we talking about
keeping
this
the fight a secret is marketing?
Yeah, why would they announce it?
Not at this time of year, homie. Hey, OTB, not at this time of year. Why the fuck would you keep the fight a secret at this time of year, knowing that people gotta have they gotta have a lot of advance notice to be able to set up. This ain't just any time of the year. This shit gonna be the holidays.
And fiscally, you have to understand, we bouncing back. This is the first we had COVID, right? This is the first year that everybody really back to work or whatever. You know, people gonna try to go all out for their kids and all that extra shit, bro. Real shit.
And check this out. Do y'all know? I don't know how many of y'all have been to a fight, like a big fight before, but that shit ain't cheap to just get the flight,
at all.
Hotel, food,
not at all,
travel, rentals, gas. Like, come on, man. Like,
nigga, the incidentals.
Look,
hey, the incidentals in Vegas on your ass. When you stay in them hotels, the incidentals, goddamn me, they as much as the room.
Hey, nigga, how about the resort fees?
Fuck you mean? Basically, the incidentals. Yeah. So yeah, financially, bro, it don't make sense. It don't.
And think about it. If you wanna stay at a nice hotel, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no connections. Yeah, it's $400 a night. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no connections, $400 a night. And depending on where you're coming from in the US, it's gonna cost you a great. Listen, it cost me damn near $300-400 to get to Vegas from Oakland in San Francisco area. So
and watch this, and all of y'all agree. If they do announce that motherfucking fight, y'all can take a snapshot of the airfare and shit right now and the hotels now. Let them announce that motherfucker. Let them announce that motherfucker. So it don't make sense to hold it back. You know what I'm saying? It don't.
What happened? Yeah, but nah, all the prices is gonna skyrocket. They just can't keep this shit a secret. Oh, this is a marketing scheme. We're gonna keep it a secret and then drop it out of nowhere and don't give people enough time to prepare to get their funds together to plan for this shit. We just gonna drop it out of nowhere and expect the fight to do big numbers. Nah, that's not, bruh. I don't know what you thinking, OTB, but that ain't how the game.
If you banking on the bigger pay-per-view sales versus the ticket sales.
They're not gonna try to kill the gate ticket to get more pay-per-view sales. That shit all go hand in hand, dog.
But if you banking on banking on this being the bigger fight, the biggest fight in the decade, then you know what the gate gonna do.
OTB, that don't make no sense, bro. If they got the fight, they not finna hold on to the fight, knowing you got X amount of time. Now we say the fight is sold, but still, you want to get it out there for the most promotion that you can get. They want that bitch showing all over YouTube, all over, trying to get as many casual fans as they can get. Steven Espinosa won't be coming out here talking about this, that, and the third, trying to make the fight and trying to spark the fight back up if the shit was signed. You're not holding on to nothing like this, bro.
How long did they give him and Ugas? And they was in in Arlington Stadium. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of seats in that motherfucker. So they announced it with plenty of time to try to sell as many seats as they could. Ain't no way they would short the time on this. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think too, the motherfucking gate is where a lot of the big money is made because they can charge different prices for different seats. You know them ringside seats gonna be stupid.
Concessions, everything. It all adds up.
Facts.
They get a percentage of parking and everything in the vicinity, hotels, all that shit.
And if you're a fighter, you don't want to make that pool small and just depend on the pay-per-view money. What is that? That's probably a bigger back end struggle than anything else, I would think.
And that parking is a motherfucker, ain't it, kid?
Why? Okay, tell me this, OTB. Tell me this. If the fight has already been signed and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? They hiding it. How come Errol Spence ain't sparring yet? Just wondering.
Do we know that he not?
Well, I mean, yeah. But money. What Brian said.
Yeah, they not sparring right now. When we down on the camp, that's why he ain't get the sparring Errol Spence, because they, it ain't gonna add up.
If the fight announced to be in the first or second week of November, why would you start sparring in August?
Well, they're not hiding this fight from the fans. I mean, I don't know where you come up with these crazy ass, with this crazy shit you be coming up with your head. They not hiding the fight. The fight ain't, you know what I'm saying, it's fucked up. They going back and forth. They can't come to no deal right now. And we all know who, the reason why. We all know the reason why. It ain't Errol Spence. If it was Errol Spence, he wouldn't have been saying, hey, sign the contract. He good with the money he got offered. He's straight with that. You know what I'm saying? He the one that's been telling everybody, oh, yeah, the fight is going to happen. It's going to happen. Because on his end, it's going to happen because he already did what he's supposed to do. He already told him, hey, I'm locked in. Shit, I'm good with that. Whatever y'all offering that, whatever it is, I'm good. Now, he can't make Terence Crawford pull the trigger. The fight ain't locked in yet. We would have been known.
Yeah, they ain't had no goddamn fight.
Yeah, bro, they ain't hiding the shit. But me personally, I think that if they don't announce it by next week, I think this shit ain't going down.
I'm gonna take it 2 weeks. I like that IBF deal what they did though, but that now it's forcing their ass to do something now. So
because that's the end of October. You now you only giving about like 2 months, a little over 2 months for the fight to go down. Oh nah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now you can say, okay, well, they'll push it back to December. Do they really want to do that? Are they really willing to push it back to December? Because you have it the first week of December. People just came off of Thanksgiving traveling already, right? You have it you know what I'm saying? Anytime after that, shit, you getting close to Christmas. So do you really want to have it in December? You feel me?
February is the most realistic date, bro. It's the most realistic.
Got to be on the 12th, bro.
I know Jay Smith in the comments said what happened to Floyd saying he was going to announce it. And I know he said that. I don't know why he said that, though, because I don't know what the hell Floyd has to do with, like, I don't understand why he's inserting himself in that. But I'd like to see if he really is going to be the one to announce it or not.
Man, we know why Floyd inserting himself in that, because Floyd got to make shit about Floyd. Shit.
Exactly. I always got to be in the
Floyd
video.
bigger than the sport of boxing.
I thought that was hella random. I was like, what the fuck Floyd got to do with this? Like,
because
he wanted down somewhere.
Yeah, he wanted to be real with it. He wanted to talk on the behalf of Terence Crawford. That's what he wanted to do. That's why he's trying to kiss Crawford ass so much. And not even say kiss his ass so much, but that's why he's trying to will him in and grind him in and try to sign him to TNT Promotion, because he wanted to talk on behalf of Terence Crawford and have Bud under TNT Promotion.
According to Bernie, him and Floyd talk all the time. So, you know, I
can agree.
I can kind of believe that.
Remember when they was on I forgot, was it Rolly? It was one of the Floyd fighters. Remember?
It was Rolly.
Called Floyd right now, and Bud ended up calling Floyd. Yeah, he ended up calling Floyd. So I can believe that one.
Yeah. So hold on, I missed it. Let me read a couple of this super chats. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. My man Cedric in the super chat once again. He say, Derek James just posted it on Graham. They working. Yeah. I seen the picture he posted with Brian Norman. Yeah. I think that B, I'm gonna hit him up for sure and ask him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit him up and ask him. But I think that he, from what I heard, is he's sparring another one of the fighters in the camp. Yeah. I forgot who he said it was. Do you remember who he said it was, Money?
I think it's Adrian Taylor. I'm not mistaken.
Okay. And EJ88 in that super chat, he says, it's obvious Bud don't want to fight. Boxing fans in denial at this point. And, you know, hey, he wants the money. So, yeah, he don't want to fight. You can say that. You can use that analogy and say, yeah, he don't want to fight. He want the money. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, at this point, you know what I'm saying? All of that boogeyman, and I want to show everybody I'm the best in the world. It's a lot more to it for Bud now, because he knows it's a possibility for him to take that L. So he want that money. It ain't really about the fight to him no more. I really get that. Like Errol Spence, I think it's more about, I want to beat this nigga ass and show everybody that I'm better than him. You know, of course, I'm gonna get my bag that I deserve. But I really want to beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for Errol Spence, we wouldn't even be talking about them sitting down negotiating. Because I know Errol Spence, he had to let up off the gas some, you know, and basically dish over a lot of his bread to Terence Crawford to even get this far. He probably getting paid a lot less percentage than he probably really deserved just to make this happen, just to get Terence Crawford and them to come to the table and negotiate. I guarantee you it's going down like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think, he want the fight, but he want the bag more. It's more about the bag to him now. That's how I feel about the situation.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like he said it though, Keith. What'd he say? When I get this third scrap, we gotta see who holding up what. Like he knew what it was, bro. And he always been realistic. That's why I don't get the ones that be fucking radical for Terence Crawford. Like Errol Spence always told y'all what he was going to do, and he was being realistic. So he won't be out here making you feel like, oh, something gonna happen, and that it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all would be more pissed off if he was out here talking about, oh well, you know what? I'm negotiating, right? Doing the Teofimo Lopez shit, sending out 2 contracts and see who signed first. Y'all would be pissed off even more. Or man, this dude just said he gonna give us the fight. Now he going to fight Ugas. Or he said he give us the fight. Now he going to try to fight Manny Pacquiao. He telling y'all when I get the third scrap, I'm gonna make it happen with the dude. Dude got the third scrap and did exactly what he said. Called Terence Crawford out. I'm coming to take that motherfucking belt. All right. Not only that, came out with a fucking shirt of a Grand Reaper truck knocking on Terence Crawford door. Told y'all I'm only interested in one fight, and that's Terence Crawford. The fight gonna happen this year. Being adamant every time a camera in front of his face, letting us know that he's doing what the fuck he gotta do to make this fight happen. You know what I mean? Talking more than ever. Everything that y'all wanted, y'all getting it right now. But now that y'all getting it, y'all don't like the way it's going now. Now it's, oh, he's telling them, what about this? Or what y'all want to go back into the past instead of standing in the fucking present and pushing for the fight to happen. You know what I mean? Then that's the thing I don't get, fam. Then, like I say, they'll agree that, oh, well, Errol Spence is the A side. And then we all know what comes with being the A side, but then y'all try to strip the man of what he's deserving as the A side. You know what I mean? Instead of just pushing Bud to man, accept what you got to accept to make the fight happen. That's how y'all really should be. Bud, do what you got to do to make the fight happen. They gonna give you this. Okay, take that. Do this. You go beat his ass. Y'all really feel like you gonna beat his ass? Do what you got to do on the business side to get the fight inside the ring. And then y'all can talk y'all shit. You know what I mean? But when we out here speaking about the business side of it, y'all act like y'all can't get over the shit. And y'all say anything, any fucking thing to try to make it look like it's a fair situation because y'all know that he's losing the business side of the shit. Y'all know for a fact that the business side leans towards Errol Spence. Y'all don't want to agree to it. But the moment y'all start agreeing to it and pushing the right narrative for the shit, the faster Terence Crawford go fucking sign the contract. And I still believe he go sign it. I know y'all gonna be like, well, we can't tell a man what to accept. We can't tell a man he's deserving of this and deserving of that. But y'all want to tell Errol Spence what to do. Just give him 50-50 then. Just give him 50-50. He should just give him 50-50. He should just, but y'all can't tell a man what to accept. Should be backwards to me, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. What is it? Let me ask y'all, and I'm gonna go around the corner, right? I said, in my opinion, right? The question is gonna be, what is a great replacement fight to get our minds off of this fight if it don't happen? I said that Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, if both of them come off wins. Anthony Joshua get his belt back and come off a big ass win. That's a big win no matter how he do it, right? And then Deontay Wilder go out there and knock out Helenius, right? I said that I think earlier I was saying that I think that's a hell of a replacement bout, right? It'll get the boxing fans off of that Deontay Wilder Errol Spence fight, you know, at least for the moment. It's a big fight. It's gonna be talked about on ESPN. Everywhere, all the titles on the line. I think that's a hell of a replacement fight, right? I'm gonna go to you box talk, and then we just gonna go around, you know.
I don't really see a replacement fight, to be honest. I think one that I would look forward to, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit for a certain rematch to, you know, be taken care of. But I would really like the Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. I think that's a really good fight. But if it's made and like it's official, it would probably fall around the same time as the Spence Crawford if we get that fight, obviously. So other than that, I don't know, man. But that 135 division is hot, so I'd be interested in that fight. That's a big fight that I would like to watch.
Okay, yeah. Money.
Yeah, I like what you said with that Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I feel like that is one. But I'm gonna say the Tank and Ryan fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say Tank and Ryan. I'm with Boss Talk. I think that lightweight division is on fire right now. And I think they really hold their own with their age. You know what I'm saying? It's the age group to me. You know what I mean? And they talking that shit to where we know it's gonna be exciting, and they smoking shit down there. You know what I'm saying? They knocking shit out. They got things on fire, and you know it's really buzzing if they can make certain things happen. But I just think overall, like to try to carry it because like you said, I don't think it's nothing that can replace Earl the True Spence Jr. and Terence Bud Crawford for undisputed at 147. You know what I'm saying? 2 pound for pound motherfucking fighters. We can say 1 or 2, or you can say 1 and 3. They for sure they top 3. You know what I'm saying? The skill set that they possess and how long it's been going for us, you know what I'm saying? Just talking about it. Not being realistic, being made, but for us just talking about the fight because we look at the skill set and we know what type of fight it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say for us the buzz wise and the hype wise, I look at Tank and Ryan as being that big fight to where it'll buzz and be competitive for us, um, bringing the energy and just overall being good for the sport of boxing, being like broadcasted, like you say, Key, on ESPN, on this and that. I just think the shit talking, the back and forth, and the buzz in general, I'm saying, to be good for boxing to take our mind off of Errol Spence and Terence Crawford.
So you think that'd be better than Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua for 3 belts on the line in the heavyweight division?
I don't think for us the accolades, but I think for us the buzz.
I'm saying for the buzz. Remember when that fight was supposed to go down, like I think that shit had a casual buzz. That shit was big at one point. It was they were talking about that shit on ESPN damn near every day.
It was the biggest fight in boxing. It was the biggest fight in boxing,
So,
but
I know if Ryan and Tank can pass that. If because like boxing fans, our minds are we forget things very quick. It's what have you done for us lately? And that's why I said if they both came off, them wins, them big ass wins.
But I, as much as Wilder is my guy and I rock with him heavy, and I do like Anthony Joshua, and it's still a big fight the heavyweight division, but I just think it lost buzz with both of them taking them L's and shit. You know what I'm saying? It lost buzz. Now, could it pick back up to be something big? Yes, it could. You know what I'm saying? It could. But I just think it lost buzz to where they really pushing for Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. That's the fight that they want. You know what I'm saying? They want that Fury and Joshua fight because they know it make a lot of fucking money. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think Fury holding back on return, because if Joshua win, that's the fight they're going to make happen. I think they're going to push for Joshua and Fury before they push for Joshua and Wilder, without Wilder not having that title. That's why I say for us, Tank and Ryan is something fresh. Even though we've been talking about it, it's something fresh. And with the buzz that's been going on behind it, you know what I'm saying? That's why, to me, you know what I'm saying, just to me, I just think if they make that happen, the buzz that go on behind it and the shit talking back and forth, I think it's gonna be a fresher breath out to people, and it's gonna get the casuals involved. But I'm with you though. I think if Wilder and Joshua will still happen, people still pay to see it. But I just think they force. I think they stuck on Joshua and Fury right now. But we'll have to see.
Yeah. What you got? OTB. I think Boxing Kyle. It's on you. What is a hell of a replacement fight that you think could get boxing fans off of this fight?
It ain't none, man. It's none. You know what I'm saying? Because like you alluded to, like Monty said, Deontay Wilder lost, Anthony Joshua lost. You know what I'm saying? So the buzz, it ain't there, right? This is for undisputed, bro. These for all the belts, both undefeated fighters. I mean, you can't get no better than that, man. This is Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder right now as it stands, where one person had all the belts and then there was one belt lingering. This is the same exact shit. Now they got the opportunity to give us what we want, man. Fuck everything else, man. Fuck a replacement. We don't want no replacement, nigga. Put this on. You know what I'm saying? Like your grandma say, sit your ass down and eat. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to, ain't no arguing and talking about what else. Nah, man. This is the fight that has to happen because ain't no replacements. You know what I'm saying? It can't be replaced. Now, a fight that I like, we could say that a fight that we would like to see. You hear what I'm saying? But as far as replacing it, man, ain't no replacing this fight. But I would like to see Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. That'd be good to see. It'd be nice.
Yeah. I mean, Tank and Ryan to me is close, but to me, with Wilder and Fury, the heavyweight division, like the heavyweight division, boxing gonna go with the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division come with that fight, with them belts on the line and all that hype behind it. Oh, Anthony Joshua's back. He just beat Usyk. Oh, Wilder back. Wilder proved that can't nobody beat him but motherfucking Tyson Fury. Like that fight, as big as it was, all over again. Maybe even bigger. You know what I'm saying? That shit can happen overnight. All you need is a big win, and the whole boxing world gonna be talking about that shit.
But do you think they're gonna make Wilder Joshua or Joshua Fury?
Wilder Joshua.
I
think Wilder Joshua is a bigger fight if that happens.
Yeah, I might be inclined to agree. Wilder and Joshua is going to be huge. And then we know how much the world love the heavyweight division. But when I say Ryan and Tank is the fight that I would go with, because it would speak to the casual fan more, as Monty said. And then you get to send the message to the younger generation that these fighters is willing to fight each other in their prime. Not before somebody lose, not before somebody has some tragic experience outside the ring that allow us to decline whether we seeing these fighters at their best. But I have to go with Tank and Ryan for that reason.
Yeah, I mean, it could. It just all depends. Like, to me, bro, y'all keep talking about this Ryan Garcia shit, and I'm gonna keep it real. He ain't never sold out no motherfucking arena.
Well, that's our pick, Keith.
Huh?
That's our pick.
Well, yeah, I understand.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, just overall. I'm just saying overall. Like Ryan Garcia, I went back and looked at his fights and shit, and like when he went to the Macau, what was that African that he fought? Man, there was so many empty seats in that goddamn arena.
To go.
Yeah, to go. It was so many empty seats in that arena. Then when you go, and before that, he definitely wasn't selling out no motherfucking events. Then
he didn't sell out the crypto either.
Yeah, then his last fight was at the crypto, his last fight. Yeah, he didn't come close to selling that out. I think he did like 10,000, 11, 10.
I went to the crypto too when what was the Staples? It was the last Staples fight with the Tank and Pitbull Cruz. So same arena, and Pitbull Cruz. Gervonta Davis had a lot more attendance.
Okay, so Bus Talk, you put Ryan with Tank, and what's gonna happen?
What? I'm sorry. What'd you say?
You put Ryan with Tank, and what's gonna happen?
That'll probably sell out.
They gonna sell out.
Yeah, you get Ryan the right dance partner. We already know Tank got his buzz, but you put him and Tank together, and that bitch gonna sell.
You know what? You know what, Money? You know what? It will do better than Wilder and Anthony Joshua, only under one circumstance. If Floyd Mayweather, right? If Floyd Mayweather get off his bullshit and put on his promoter fight for this hat, to where he can involve himself, because he liked to be in the motherfucking spotlight anyway. Now, if he involve himself in it and start talking shit to Oscar De La Hoya and getting it like that, now that shit gonna sell. That'll bring all the casual, everybody in. He going and make some shit, you know what I'm saying? Start bringing up the shit with him and Oscar De La Hoya. Bring back up that beef, right? Now, it might take some of the light off of the fight between Tank and Ryan, but it really won't, because
Floyd doesn't have a problem doing that anyways.
Like so if they did that, if he intervened, because see, lately we haven't really seen him involved with Tank Davis's fights. It's been more Leonard Ellaby. If Floyd get in that shit, and you know what I'm saying, get to antagonizing Oscar De La Hoya, and they get to go back and forth doing that build up of that fight, yeah, definitely, for sure. because then they
Yeah,
could
I
make
agree.
it like De La Hoya versus Floyd too. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I
Get
like that
Yeah,
Ellaby in that shit.
fight too. You're
yeah,
speaking to two very different fan bases, so
yeah,
you're kind of
you are.
taking money from two different pots, if that makes sense.
right.
Yep. So it's a big ass fight. That's why, and see, that's why Leonard and Tank and all them wanted that fight. Because they looking at that shit like, man, we could make a big ass bag and we could get a for sure KO. That's how they feel about it. We could make a big ass bag and we could get a for sure knockout. Like they don't look at Ryan Garcia as a big risk like that. So now they're looking at the
Oh
risk
shit,
versus
you
the
froze for a
reward.
second.
They looking at the risk versus the reward, and they like, man, the fucking reward factor is through the roof on this fight. We want that fight. Ryan Garcia, where you at? They want that fight bad. But on the other end, Oscar De La Hoya is looking at it like, I don't really got a deep stable like that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? My stable ain't deep like that, and I fuck around and let him fight Tank, and he get put to sleep. I'm pretty much gonna take an L from now on out on Ryan Garcia. I can't market him like that no more. And so I think that's where we get, you know, him coming in hesitant. He's basically right now, he like, oh man, fuck Al Heyman. I want to do the negotiation with Floyd. Now, man, come on, man. You know, he already knew that shit that he was gonna have to fuck with Al Heyman to make this fight happen. He knew that already. You know what I'm talking about? Now he's like, oh, we need to do this and it need to be a 50-50 thing. He know good so motherfucking well this fight ain't gonna happen 50-50 split down the middle with all the negotiation and the broadcasting and all that. It's not gonna happen. So basically now he just throwing shit out there to make it look like to Ryan and his team, like, yeah, you know, they need to do this for you and they need to give you that. But if they ain't, you know, I'm trying, Ryan. When he know he really don't want to make that shit happen. And that's all he's doing. He don't want to make that shit happen, but he had to basically make it look like that he's making it happen. You know,
Right.
faking this shit. He pump faking.
And that's the bullshit, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, that's why I want that fight to happen the most if we don't get that fight. Because at least then that put the pressure, that put the Devin Haney pressure that he put on everybody when he went across the river. And everybody felt like, you understand, they needed to up their game, you understand? And I just think that would speak volumes, man. You got two fighters in their primes that's getting in there, you know what I mean? They get in the ring, win, lose, or draw. I think that both fighters make it back from a loss.
So how do they make this fight happen, y'all? Like, I mean, somebody gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, say, you know what? Fuck it, I concede. And what side gonna do that shit?
What I think that somebody need to tell and show them is who tanked and knocked out that ain't make it back, that didn't give themselves an opportunity to be successful. Because we just seen Barry fight against Keith Thurman. Look at Rolly. You understand? Rolly put himself, Isaac Cruz put himself in a way better predicament.
You got to understand, Ryan Garcia is in a much different position than a Rolly in the Isaac Cruz. Ryan Garcia, he got a fucking name himself. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be the next golden boy, like how they was trying to market him. Like Ryan Garcia ain't no motherfucking Rolly or Isaac Cruz. Them is dudes that came from the motherfucking dirt and ain't had nothing to lose. You dig? Ryan Garcia ain't he? That's not him. That ain't him.
I agree, Keith.
And those guys that lost to Gervonta also got that support from, you know, PBC, Showtime, to where even though they lost to Gervonta, they still pushed those guys even afterwards. And, you know, Golden Boy doesn't really have that. All they have is Ryan Garcia, really.
Ryan and Virgil Ortiz.
I think that Ryan is still marketable. What is Ryan, 23?
No, I agree. I think so
Ryan
too.
is still marketable after he get knocked out.
Yeah, it's still marketable. What Keon is saying,
yeah, but he ain't got the same value.
Yeah, but what Keon is saying is that they have a plan for Ryan as well, because they're looking at Ryan as can be a superstar in the fucking game. And if they throw him in there with Tank right now, it could diminish his little train that he got going right now.
And it might fuck up his mental. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all gotta look at all the aspects. What if it fuck up his mental?
Now, what if Ryan don't get knocked out? What if Ryan lasted the whole 12 rounds Is there
Yeah,
a rematch in that?
What if
Or-
Ryan
but
catch
see,
Tank
that's
with
not
that
a
left
chance.
hook?
That ain't a chance that they willing to take. I don't think. That's
Yeah,
the
no, that's,
problem,
you know.
because if we're not saying that, oh yeah, if he get in there with Tank, he guaranteed to get knocked down, he guaranteed to lose. We're not saying that.
Right.
But what we're saying is that Oscar De La Hoya is not willing to take that risk.
And that was my message to them. Is Ryan is still marketable after that. The kid 23. He'll be what 20
Well, he
and
get
1.
knocked out cold, but you got to understand it's a
Yeah,
thin
it's a
line
value.
with
Yeah,
it's
I
a
get what you're
thin
saying,
line with
Pete.
Ryan Garcia, because if he goes out there and he gets knocked out cold, right? Everybody is already saying that. Like a lot of fans think, oh, he's a fraud. He's just a model. He's this and that. Now, if that shit happen, what you think they gonna be saying? Oh, we already knew that. He ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And his value gonna drop a lot in boxing.
Well, now
You
my
know how
thing
boxing
is,
fans is, bro.
shit, but Oscar fought him out. So yeah, I mean, y'all putting
He's
him
not
in this
Oscar.
Oscar category.
But he's not Oscar, and he's not looked at to have a skill set like that. Coming out of Olympics with a gold medal. You know what I'm saying? He's not. This is two different scenarios.
Hey,
This is a guy.
Oscar the promoter and Oscar the fighter is two different things.
Boy,
Oscar
them one
fight
world
everybody.
Ryan Garcia, a lot of people look at him as, oh, he's an Instagram model. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people look at him like that, and he fuck around and get knocked out. You know, it's just gonna solidify that. Like, oh yeah, he was just a motherfucking Instagram model anyway.
Ryan Garcia never accomplished what Oscar De La Hoya accomplished.
Nah, hell no.
I agree with that. Oscar got some
So
shit on his resume.
it's a risky situation, right? It's a risky situation for Oscar De La Hoya. Just like, right? And it's crazy because we talk about this shit, but if you really, really want to get down to the nitty-gritty and keep it real, right? Oscar De La Hoya ain't the only one that move like that, because Leonard Ellaby and them and Floyd, they've been doing that shit with Tank. It's been fighters, right? Whether you believe Tank can beat him or not, that's more close 50-50 type fights that they've been telling y'all for years. We ain't worried about them dudes. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been seeing it, right? And it's the same thing. It's like, hey, Floyd, TMT, who they got over there besides Tank? Nobody. So it's like, okay, we put Tank out here and risk him all the hype behind him, all the knockouts, all of that shit, and we put him in with one of these other, you know, superstars at 135 or whatever weight, 140 or whatever weight division, and he fuck around and get stopped, or he fuck around and lose bad. Are we gonna be able to make as much money off of Tank marketing him from now on over here on TMT? Nah, we gonna take a hit. And these promoters, they moving like that. They're moving like that now. It ain't like back when you had two main promoters. You had Don King and motherfucking Bob Arum. You signed to Bob Arum, you was probably in a lifetime contract, so he ain't give a fuck if you lost or not, because he was just gonna match you up with somebody else. You had Don King as your promoter. He ain't give a fuck, because if you lost, he was gonna walk over there to the other corner, get his motherfucking American flag, and raise your hand up in the air. That's just how it went down. Now you got all this other shit going on in boxing that's fucked up. In these in these promoters, they got certain fighters that they moving real cautiously with. It's like if you at the motherfucking blackjack table and you got one $5 chip left. You know what I'm saying? You got one $5, you got one chip and it's only $5 left. You playing with that motherfucker hella cautiously as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they doing it. And so that's why we ain't getting the Brian Garcia and Tank fight.
And these sanctioning bodies going to him and saying, "Hey, bro, I got your back. What you need me to do? You want me to boost him up? You want me to move him down? Want me to keep him down there? We just gonna keep him down there since you said." You know
Ryan Garcia, he has a mandatory. Well, who is his mandatory? What? I ain't never heard of this dude. Well, he's number one in the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, well, Ryan
mandatory
Garcia
for
ain't
what?
got no fucking belt, so he ain't gonna have no mandatory. So But y'all hear what I'm saying?
Facts.
But that's how shit be working. But this, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I think as far as this Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis fight happening, I think we got a better chance of Anthony Joshua winning and Deontay Wilder winning. And I don't think Anthony Joshua gonna beat Usyk. I think he's gonna get his ass kicked.
And what you see for the heavyweight division?
The heavyweight division wide open. Fury ain't he's not retiring. Fury bluffing.
They
He
made
just
the
trying to
ring
wait to
belt
see-
part of that fight. You don't think he retired?
Who?
That was his ring. That was Fury ring belt, wasn't it? They said they made the ring belt part of this Joshua and Usyk fight.
It don't matter. All he gonna do is wait to see who win the fight. If Anthony Joshua win the fight, he gonna fucking come back and he gonna try to fight Anthony Joshua. What he gonna do, bro? You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to fight Anthony Joshua for undisputed. I don't think that a Usyk fight really. I don't think that like Usyk he really ain't gonna get up for Usyk.
That's like another Dylan White fight, huh?
Really, I don't think he really gonna get up for Usyk. If Usyk when Usyk wins, I don't know what the fuck he gonna do after that. You know what I'm saying? It just all depends. And I think Fury, man, he real like that motherfucker business savvy, right? He does shit like that, and everything that he does has a fucking he's thought it out, right? It's a plot to it. What he's doing right now, he trying to act like he retired, and then whoever win, he wait for them to offer him a big ass bag. Like, come back so we can have, you know what I'm saying, a real undisputed comeback. We gonna give you this. That's part of his negotiation tactics. He do this shit too much. He ain't fooled me this time.
So do you think that if Usyk beat Joshua, do you think that this win is a legacy defining enough win for us to consider him, you understand, as dominant in his reign? He was undisputed at cruiserweight. You understand?
Hell yeah. Usyk, if he win again, he gonna win again. I'm telling y'all. But if he win again, man, hell yeah, bro. You beat everybody at cruiserweight. You beat all their asses. You know what I'm saying? Become undisputed. Defend your shit, and then move up to heavyweight. Yeah, you definitely for sure.
And he got a good resume though. He beat Michael Hunter. Michael Hunter ain't no slouch.
You got a really good resume.
Hell of a resume.
Hell yeah, like I said, he beat everybody at cruiserweight. And when he was at cruiserweight, quiet as kept. That division was stacked.
It was hot. At that point, it was hot. And I don't want to throw shade on like Crawford, but for example, like their undisputed runs, completely different.
Compare them.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Out of all the World Boxing Super Series that they had, all the tournaments, I think that was the best one. They had every champion. It didn't have anybody excluded that you wanted it. Anybody who you wanted in that tournament was in that tournament. And then the 4 belts were all separated. They all had different champions, and they all went into that. And then in the end, you had one guy, and that was Usyk.
Y'all put him on the line, box talk. That's what made it
Andre Ward was in, to me, was the 2 best ones.
Who? Say that again?
That one that Usyk was in and the one that Andre Ward was in was the 2 best ones.
Oh, well, Ward was in the
almost as good as that.
Ward was in the Super 6, but they had like different rules. It was weird. But the World Boxing Super Series was like one fight elimination type shit. You know what I mean? Like you lose, you're out.
Yeah. They had it was a lot of motherfuckers,
and it was undisputed. At the end of it, it was undisputed.
I thought a lot of cats in that shit. Wasn't Dorticos?
Dorticos was in it. Gassiev was in it. A lot of undefeated guys too.
All them hitters was in
damn near Island was undefeated at the time. That's what made that tournament so live.
That tournament was like, in my opinion, the best one. The rest of them, like 140 was cool, but you know, they were missing a couple guys. They were missing Ramirez, they were missing a few guys, but that I think was the best one in my opinion.
Yeah, that Boxing Super Series was dope. That shit, they had some hitters in there for
sure. They
sure.
did it again at cruiserweight, but I didn't pay attention.
What division would y'all want to see that in now?
135.
135 for sure.
Hey, you know what though? 130 is quietly a good division. And I never read text Shakur Stevenson fight is supposed to be next. I think this will be a good fight.
Nah, bro. I don't want to see I mean, that's a good fight. I ain't gonna lie, but Shakur don't want to wait around at 130 for for a Navarrete fight. He already said if he want them belts. If he don't get them belts, he moving up.
But then you talk about adding Shacky Foster in there.
Yeah, Shacky Foster can fight, but man, Shacky Foster name ain't on that level though.
His management,
but that's what a tournament like that would be for.
People don't know.
Yeah,
people don't know Shacky Foster like that. Like we know him, but people don't know him like that. And to me, I mean, at 135, you got much more exciting fights.
You know I agree with you there. I agree with you there, but I wouldn't mind seeing it out of that 130 division. You add an Oscar Valdez in there.
I would love Shakur to come up, jump in 135, and then they have a tournament there. Come on, man. That should be dope with Shakur in that tournament.
That'd be 140
ain't bad neither though.
No, 140 is pretty good. I like 126 a lot. 140 is good too.
122 need the tournament.
Shit.
Look at 126. At 126, you got. Wait, you guys are talking about Navarrete at 130. Navarrete is 126.
But
right,
you got Navarrete.
At 126, you got Navarrete, you got Ray Vargas, you got Magsayo still there, Mauricio Lara, Josh Warrington, Gary Russell Jr., Kiko Martinez, Robesi Ramirez. That division stacked. Brandon Figueroa now.
I like Lara. I like Lara.
I like Lara.
I would like to see Lara and Navarrete. That shit would be fire right there.
You got Venalo Lopez is there too. He's a good fighter.
Yeah. But 135, you got Tank, you got goddamn Raul, you got Devin Haney, you got Vasil Lomachenko, you got
Keyshawn Davis.
Yeah, you got Keyshawn Davis, you got
Did y'all see Keyshawn Davis?
Zach Martin.
Yeah.
I don't think Keyshawn would make the cut though. If they had a tournament, I don't think he makes the 8-man cut. There's too many guys there.
He beat most of them guys there, though.
What's up?
Who you see most of them guys Davis at 135 right now? You think he's still too green?
I don't think. I think as far as his resume, there are guys that would be more deserving of a spot in that tournament, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Right.
Look at his resume though. He ain't got a losing record on his resume.
No, yeah, I understand that, but there's guys that are ranked higher, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's talking about name wise and the ranking.
Do you think they can beat him though? That's the question.
No,
of course that's what's gonna allow him to be put in that tournament.
Hey, Keyshawn Davis, he talked that shit though.
Did y'all see?
Keyshawn can fight.
Y'all seen him on my page?
Yeah. He talk a lot of shit. He talk that big shit. He can fight though. He can fight.
Hey, he was calling Ryu. He kept calling nigga Rallo. That shit was funny.
Rallo, yeah, I heard him. I was like Rallo. I like Ryu though.
I love Ryu.
I fuck with Ryu.
Now I like him too, but if you look at their resumes, as far as like the first fights, that motherfucker, man.
We gotta see though. You know what I'm saying? We gotta see what Keyshawn turned out to be. Cause
so who do they put him up against? Who do they put him up against? If you're top rank and you want to show out with Keyshawn, right? Like, who do you? I would have liked the Jermaine Ortiz fight, but obviously he's fighting.
That's
Loma.
what I say at Box Talk. When I seen the Lomachenko got Jermaine Ortiz, I'm like, damn, that was Keyshawn fight.
That should have been for Keyshawn. So what do you do with Keyshawn now? Who does he fight? Because you got to put him up there against somebody who we know, so we know like he's.
That fight ain't as easy as people think it is for Lomachenko, bro.
Hell nah, that ain't no.
Why
they not
fast tracking? Why they not? Why is he not fast tracking Keyshawn Davis like he did Lomachenko?
I mean, he is though. He on the fast track, but
no, I'm saying but Lomachenko was on the fast track. He came in his third fight fighting motherfuckers like Gary Russell,
2-time gold medalist.
And nigga was 40 years old.
Keyshawn came in second.
Yeah,
hey,
but still,
Keyshawn
acting like he the best. You know, he talking like he the best thing. Since, what's up?
Lomachenko was 48 years old, man, when he came out there.
Hey, yeah, he was. Keyshawn older than ain't Keyshawn what he 25?
Nah, he like 23, 25.
Yeah, he like 23.
Let's see.
He younger.
He's 23.
He's younger than
23.
He's about to be 24.
Yeah, because he
Well,
got the jump. He say he jumping to
February.
140 next year. He say he ain't even staying at 35 for the rest of this year. So after that, he going to 140.
Yeah, Keyshawn can fight. He can fight his ass off. And he getting better and better. But he still ain't fought nobody though.
Facts.
He
Still
just
ain't
You
fought in that
understand?
main event slot. You don't know how they gonna
That's
react
why
in
I'm
that
saying,
main
like,
event
I
slot.
still need to see.
I mean,
I still
shit,
need to see
nigga.
Keyshawn because he still ain't fought nobody. Like, he ain't fighting the level of competition that Lomachenko was fighting. That's all I'm saying at that point in time. So I still need to see him fight somebody. Like, all that talking is cool, but I still need to see him fight somebody.
But that's why, that's why we said we would have liked the Jermaine Ortiz fight for him, because at least we know who Ortiz is. Like, we've seen him before. So now that he's off the table, like, if you're top rank and you're trying to match up Keyshawn with somebody, who do you match him up against?
At 135? Damn.
Facts. That's tough.
Who's at 135 besides, like, the heavy hitter?
Top rank, does top rank got Nakatila?
Richard Comey.
Then
Well,
Richard
Comey
Comey move up.
I thought Comey moved up.
He moved up.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
he moved up to 40, bro.
Yeah, I was only going off his last fight because his last fight was with Lomachenko, so that's why I said his name.
I'm trying to see who over there on top rank. That's what I'm really trying to think. Like, who is on top rank that they can match him against? That, because I would say JoJo Diaz, but he don't fight with top rank.
Nah, you know who I thought of, but
Frank
I'm like,
Martin
man,
don't fight with top rank.
the only guys I could think of are like Nakatila and I mean, I wouldn't do it because poor guy, but Burchell.
Dada. Joel Gonzalez don't fight at 135. He fight at 130.
Try to get that man killed.
Murder. Joel Gonzalez fight at 126.
Nah, yeah, Joel Gonzalez
he
is
just lost at 126.
Yeah, he lost to Dogbo.
Yeah, he lost to Dogbo. Bruh, Dada, you naming 126-pound fighters, bruh. You starting to lose your credibility. Keyshawn Davis fight at 135.
I got you. I'm finna look it up right now.
Because that's tough, man. And that, I promise y'all, I like the Jermaine Ortiz, and because Ortiz kind of slick.
Lomachenko gonna beat the shit out of him.
I think so too.
I do, bro.
I kind of thought Ortiz lost to Adorno, to be honest.
Yep.
Well, he damn near did, but it's some of the things that he do. Yeah, you know I mean that slick ass right hand that he throw.
He's not that like, to me, he's not on the nowhere near the level of Lomachenko. Like, Lomachenko gonna make him look bad.
Hell no. He better bring his pressure is what he better bring. You better put a lot of pressure on Loma because you're not gonna outbox him. So you might as well.
Anybody pull up that top rank?
Raymond, Raymond, I don't know how to say this nigga last name, but he 15-0, 13 knockouts.
Who? Raymond Muratalla?
Muratalla.
Yeah. Oh, Muratalla.
Oh,
that's a tough fight.
That's a tough fight.
That's a good fight. Put him in with him.
But Muratalla's a sleeper. He's a good fighter.
Hey, and Muratalla sit on his shots, y'all. And Keyshawn, we done seen Keyshawn sell out and open up in the pocket.
Oh, Aisha, thank you, Aisha. She came, she said it in the chat first. I didn't see it. But yeah, put him up against him. If he go in there and blow him out, then we know. Hey, Keyshawn Davis is that guy.
Man, that's a tough
I just
fight.
Can't, like I said, bro, I'm pretty much done crowning these fighters, and they ain't fought nobody yet.
Adam Lopez.
I don't think he fights at 35, does he? He would wreck Adam Lopez.
Nah, I wouldn't want to see. I wouldn't want to see him against Blueface. Nah.
Oh, you know what? I got it. The guy that just beat Gabriel Flores.
Nah, hell nah, man. Don't do that.
He's undefeated.
No, he retired.
What's his name?
No, not Flores. The guy that just beat him. Giovanni something. I think, right?
That dude ain't. He a journeyman.
Well, I know. The guy we're putting up against Keyshawn's obviously gonna lose.
I think Keyshawn is. I think he the goods though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna crown him and just say that. Oh man, he good enough to beat Tank and all them dudes until I gotta see him beat somebody on that level, like a Raymond Muratalla and dominate him. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, he on that level.
And then you talking about jumping up to 40 next year, which make me wonder how they plan on moving you at 40.
But that makes a lot more sense because Top Rank got a lot of guys at 140, so that makes a lot of sense.
But do they even put him in there with somebody
That's my
on the top
thing,
level
Box
at
Top.
135 if he gonna move right up to 140?
But I don't think he gonna move right up to 140 though. I think he gonna move when Shakur move up and they can do a couple of fights, then he'll, you know what I'm saying, then he'll do that.
I think they'll give him Pedraza. I think they'll give him Pedraza at 140.
Okay, yeah, that's
I like that.
Right
I like Pedraza at 40.
I'm gonna say this right, and because I know a lot of people was talking about Keyshawn Davis calling out Ryu, right? To me, it's like, bro, I don't. These fighters keep doing that shit, and I can't really pay attention to that when you know that the other fighter fights for the whole nother network.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, that's not how it went down.
Hold on, Kyle. He fighting with a whole nother network, and you know that, and you know that y'all are just still, y'all ain't on that level yet for them to go and make a cross-promotional platform fight. So you calling out him, and you know that fight is not even possible. Like that shit ain't even possible for them to make. They're not finna make no cross-promotional platform fight for Keyshawn Davis that got 4-5 fights, and Ryu that's on PBC and the other one on Top Rank. That's not even realistic.
He didn't call him out though. That's not how it went down. That's what I'm telling you. He didn't call him out. It was somebody asked him. He was like, they brought up Benavidez.
I seen it.
No, but no, you didn't see it. You didn't see it because Lalo ain't posted.
How you gonna tell me I ain't see it? They asked him about what Ryu or whatever. And
man, because what I'm telling you is the main video ain't been posted. So Lalo got like the whole shit. I just got like little shit, like little clips.
Yeah.
I don't got the whole thing, like the whole beginning. Lalo got it. He ain't posted it yet. So that's kind of how it happened.
So he was asking a question about it.
Yeah.
Right?
So basically, that was like, man, they got that kid down in Benavidez gym. What you think about him? And he's like, man, he can't fuck with me. So that's kind of what happened. It's more like, nigga, none of these dudes can fuck with me. It wasn't like I'm calling them out.
But then, like, you got the fans, they took it as a call out or whatever. And so what I'm saying is, like, everybody's on that. Like, oh man, won't they fight? Yeah, fans got to start. You know what I'm saying?
Using their fucking brains.
Yeah, using their brains and looking at the situation. Like, that fight ain't even possible. Like, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So that shit ain't even on the table. G5, what's happening with it?
Salute, my brother Key was popping, my guy.
Oh man,
what's good, bro?
What's up with
OTB,
it, man?
my brother TWT fan. What's going on? Who this in the middle? I seen the name, Box some.
That's Box Talk 101, man. He
I like it. I like where he comes
to the homie a while ago.
Yeah, I wanted to tell him, you know what I'm saying, verbally, like, yeah, you up here talking that shit. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to sub to the brother, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
I heard y'all up here cooking, man. I said, man, let me get these kids situated. I said, man, y'all messing up. I'm messing up on a good cookout up here. Can y'all sit down and eat? Shit, I'm trying to go cook too. God damn.
Yeah, man. The floor yours, G5.
Man, I'm glad y'all brought up, Raymond Moore Tyler. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about him. I keep telling people that's my sleeper pick at 140. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like his style, man, and he keep getting better.
I think he's 135.
Yeah, 35. No, is it 40? He is 40, I believe. I believe he is 40.
Damn, I thought he was at 35.
I
don't check.
Yeah, he's been fighting at 35, but like, for example, his last fight, he weighed in at 136. So,
Well, even 35 or 40, you know what I'm saying? To me, they close weights, you know what I'm saying? But I just like his fighting style. He fast, he can punch, he can box well. Me and my brother OTB, we both discussed, like, he athletic as hell. So, he gets away with his athleticism, being able to move and shift with lateral and hot, step back. So he don't move his head a lot. He get hit at times, but he can tighten up moving the head, getting the head off the line. He do that, man. He gonna be a bad man because he can punch. I seen him disconnect the last person he fought. He hit him and it was a delay. He didn't do. It was like, oh my God, what you hit me with, and just fell forward. I said, yeah, he disconnected there. So I'm just glad people starting to catch on. I'm like, man, say they better.
But you know why people are starting to catch on so late is, I think, if I had one complaint about the kid, because I've seen him fight and I think he's amazing, but low charisma. He's doesn't post much. He like, where is he at as far as gaining a fan base? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
ain't real marketable. Yeah,
He's not active.
Can
He's
you
not
put your
active
link in the
like
chat,
that.
bro, so I can subscribe to your channel?
Yeah, give me 1 second. But yeah, I think he
how
can
you
be
doing,
marketable.
TBS? You don't know me. You need to sub to my channel, get my guy. You need to sub to my channel,
silly,
Kyle.
man.
Yeah, OTB, I need you to sub to my channel. You know, I'm a
I
new
got
face
you,
around
fam.
here. I'm a new chip on the block. Bullshit. But nah, man, it's good. It's good for these young fighters, man. I'm excited for them.
Hey, man, listen.
And
Boxing is in good, and this is the only thing that's protect. See, the thing about boxing, man, it's an abusive relationship, man. So you know you can't go nowhere, but you just got to find something in the relationship to look forward to. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, man, I used to never want to go to church, right? So I was watching Steve Harvey stand-up. He said, man, you got to find something about it that you like because you have to be there anyway. So what I used to do was I used to mimic everybody at the church. So that was one of the things. I would just study everybody in the church and I would just like mock them. So that was my thing. That's what made me go to church. So with boxing, is watching the up and coming fighters and like watching their progression to see how they gonna build them, the way they building them, who they put them in the ring with, how they matchmaking them. So that's kind of where I am with boxing right now. Like people are like, oh man, you going to that fight or that fight? Yeah, I'm going to the smaller fights because it's easier to watch the fight. It's easier to be seen. It's easier to link up with people at the smaller fights, man. And you get to see the younger fighters progress in a way that you can't see it.
Facts, Cal.
That's facts.
So reach out to your local promoters, man. Reach out to y'all local promoters.
Shoo is a monster.
Support them, boy, because
Yeah,
you get a chance.
Yeah, I fuck with Shoo
to see a lot of stars before they become stars. Yeah, I fuck with Shoo. I seen Shoo fight Duke Reagan in the amateurs when
they fought a couple times, didn't they?
Yeah, they fought like 2 times.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. I'm just sad that the Olympics, boxing was taken out of the Olympics because these fighters that I've seen in the amateurs coming up, I mean, shit is that. I mean, these motherfuckers can fight. Man.
Boxing ain't this next Olympics. Boxing, they did take boxing out of the Olympics, huh?
Yeah, they took it out. They took it out because remember all that the last corruption and shit with the judging and it was just all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing that's bad for the sport. It's horrible for the sport.
They make it hard for us to sell the sport itself, y'all. They make it hard for us to sell this shit.
Hey, listen, and that's why the Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight is so important because if they see how big that fight is, then they might say, you know what, hey, let's put it back in there. You know what I'm saying? Because think about this, bro. Like honestly, baseball is not what it was in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? But now they got like a resurgence. They're starting to put some shit together. Boxing has got to do that, bro. Boxing they gotta do some different shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know why it's resurging? Because they getting behind this young ass talent that's gonna carry the sport in baseball for the next 20 years.
Hey,
all these talented players, they not finna not promote these dudes, man. It's 18-year-old people that's playing baseball, bro. They beyond cold. Like some of the shit I see some of these young cats do, I'm like, bro, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be this good right now, bro. You know? And I'm like, dog, he 20? I'm like, who? Boy, this dude he can play till he 38, 40 and make
question for y'all.
And then look at the initiatives that baseball took towards that. Everybody got an RBI program in your neighborhood. If you don't, then look it up. Shit, it's an RBI program that they set up around the whole world to make sure that they can give these kids an opportunity to play that sport for a lower cost. And I have asked boxing to do the same.
They took a lot of programs out the inner city though. But I got a question for y'all though.
Shit, we got one of y'all products. The Hunter Green kid.
Yeah, man. It's few far in between, man. And because the thing about basketball and football is it feels easier to obtain it because it's right there. Like you can go straight to the draft, right into the game. You know what I'm saying? Like so you can you can fix your family's livelihood. Bang, bang, bang. When you're dealing with baseball, you got to go through the triple A's, the double A's. You got to go through the bus rides. You got to do the grind. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to the MLB. In boxing, same way, you go straight to the big stage. So that's kind of where the disconnect from the urban cities kind of lost baseball. But I got a question for y'all though. So with it not being no more Olympics, what does that do to the sport of boxing as far as the straight out, like as soon as you turn 18, you go into the boxing game? Does that hurt boxing? Does it help boxing? Or does it keep boxing where it's at? What do y'all think about that?
Give it a black eye.
Kill it.
Yeah, I think it hurts it a lot.
Man, kill the whole sport, y'all. And they kill the amateurs. They kill our kids. That's who about to suffer from this shit. These amateurs who about to be forced to turn pro earlier, or either they not about to have an opportunity for them to display their talents as an amateur as they would with Olympic pedigree boxing, you understand, throughout the year. Like shit. That kill it.
Man, I look at it like don't strip away the Super Bowl for these young kids who not pro yet. You know what I'm saying? Don't take their Super Bowl chance away, bro. Now you got to go through. If this is gonna be mandated to where the Olympics not in, I mean boxing not in the Olympics, that means you're gonna have to go to the Golden Gloves, to the top brass. You're gonna have to readjust the age limits on the Golden Gloves. You know what I'm saying? People gonna have to be able to fight longer in the Golden Gloves because ain't no fucking Olympics. They're gonna have to fight in different shit, in different tournaments until they able to, or they feel like they're ready to turn pro. Like, damn, why you can't just go face the world and see if you're ready? You know what I'm saying? Why deprive them of that shit? That's weak to me, bro. That is.
So we got an Olympic coming up in 24, right? 2024, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2024, and then Con Shonery, he says 2028 LA Summer Olympics have reportedly dropped boxing, weightlifting, and what the hell? The pentathlon. Yeah. That's how you say that. Pentathlon.
I know what the fuck that is.
I don't know what the hell the pentathlon is. I know what the
I know what the decathlon is.
Decathlon is. I never heard of the pentathlon.
I'm a track runner in the pen. I'm like, shit, what you want me to sign some shit?
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that shit. I don't know if he made that shit up right now. Well, I never heard of the pentathlon. I'm not
gonna lie. Without the Olympics, it's gonna be hard for me, probably a few other people too, to be hyped on a lot of these guys. You know, as they make their way into the pro ranks. Like, I'm not gonna know where these guys came out of. You know, like I'm hyped for guys like Keyshawn when he came out. Loma, the day that Andy Cruz decides to go pro, I'm gonna be hyped as hell. I'm gonna want to see that debut fight. But if they don't have any Olympics, like, I'm not gonna really know who these guys are.
I mean, you gotta look. Meldrick Taylor, Evander Holyfield, Bo, Lennox Lewis, like all of them as
Floyd Mayweather.
They're coming from the Olympics.
Floyd,
Sugar Ray Leonard, goddamn Tommy Hearns, all of them.
Clarissa,
Shakur Stevenson, Clarissa. Like, you just go
Great Ward. I mean, the list goes.
You can go on and on of
Great Ward, Andre Durrell, all of them. So yeah, that's gonna hurt boxing. That's gonna be a huge blow. And like I said, see, don't be surprised is it creep up, and before we know it, the biggest stars in boxing, like that everybody wanted to watch, is dudes like Jake Paul. And you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers like that.
Yeah, because you're now
not paying attention to these, you know, mainstream fighters no more.
Right. And now a lot of these local fighters gonna be able to make their own following. You understand? They can create their own following. They can create their own prestige in the sport, regardless of their talent. Which means you can go viral and be ranked #1 in your weight class because you went viral. Yeah, like this, what the fuck we about to be looking at?
Yeah, boxing, man. Like I said, I don't know, man. Hopefully, like I said, at the end of the day, hopefully, I hope that we get this Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight announcement next week, because I don't think it's gonna happen if they don't announce it by next week. But man, I'm pretty much gonna wrap it up now. Let me get y'all last words. And my man, Sweet Science Examiner in the building, he says the pentathlon is fencing, shooting, swimming, riding, and cross-country running. Oh, okay. Shit. I learned something new. You learn something new every day. I never had heard of that shit. I was like, man, is my dude fucking with me? Is he? Oh, he put it in too. There he is. Okay, yeah, he clarified it. Yeah. Now we know what the pentathlon is. But yeah, let me get y'all last words. I'm gonna go from the bottom around G5. Let them know what you got going on. Let me get your last words before we get up out of here.
Man, hey man, keep doing what you're doing, brother. Appreciate, you know what I'm saying, just allowing me on the platform as usual. Y'all in the chat, y'all sub to these good brothers up here, you know what I'm saying? Box Talk 101. You know, you new to the fold, man. Hey, this is what we do over here. This normal. You know what I'm saying? All these good brothers got their own lane, got their own thing going on, and shit, we all eating together, man. So y'all know where to find me at AM Cleanup. You know what I'm saying? 6:30, 6:40 Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Might crank it up on the weekend, and I'm trying to slide in more night, evening lives too. But you know what I'm saying? I got co-ventures I'm a part of too, so it'd be kind of hard. I don't have enough time. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I still got to make content. So y'all know where to find me at. You know, G5_Gabe, hashtag TWT, the winning team. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing winning things. So y'all know where to find me at. Shout out to the real MVPs in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Smash my brother like button. Don't be shysty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Definitely go and subscribe to G5_Gabe. If y'all not already subscribed to G5, man, he got the whole morning show. He be cooking it up. Make sure that y'all go subscribe to him. Let me go with you, OTB.
Facts. And make sure y'all get over there. I'll be over there, man. Damn near everybody up on this panel then came through the morning show. So y'all definitely should all be subscribed to the morning show. But get the OTB boxing class, man. Box Talk 101. I ain't take your 101, bro. You understand? Sub to me. You'll see what I teach. You understand? I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Key, appreciate being ushered in by a real one, bro. I appreciate, you understand, every time you reach out, you dig. It's deeply appreciated, bro. And Cal, man, I've been trying to tune in and catch you, bro. You might not have seen me, but I've been tapped in, man. But y'all get the OTB boxing class 101. We got I'm working on this long film on front foot fighters, man, where I'm gonna give y'all the top 10 front foot fighters right now. Then we gonna give you the top 10 Philly shell fighters. We gonna break it down by the style and try and give y'all something different, you know what I mean, coming from us. But we got the Ohio show tomorrow. I'm gonna start that off at 2:30. Tap in early because it's supposed to be somebody from the state of Ohio tapping in, let y'all know what they got going on. So make sure y'all get there, man, and appreciate all of the content creators, man, who are part of my success, man. I love y'all with my good hand. You dig?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And make sure that y'all go sub to OTB Boxing Class 101. He got that film breakdown, Anthony Joshua. So y'all got to go check that out. He always doing great film breakdowns, and you hear him over here cooking. And my man Kyle from the boxing section, TBS.
Man, you know, it's always a treat when players meet. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all head over to the boxing section, man. We got great interviews. I'm about to start clipping the interview I did with Robert Hoyle. He's a referee, one of the best referees. He's one of them guys that ain't in the damn way all the time. He's also a judge, so he'll be back on the show pretty soon, man. But y'all, man, check us out, man. We got a lot of short. I've been doing a lot of shorts, so we got a lot of shorts that I posted up, man. I got a conversation I had with Sean Porter. I should post a whole damn video because people keep asking me how we got to talking and how we got kind of cool and shit. But
you need to post that.
Yeah, because people keep asking me that, but I keep telling them, Joe, watch the whole
man, as long as you've been talking shit about Shine, you gotta show us that, man.
I need to see that.
Yeah, so but I'm gonna give you a quick rundown, and then I know Key want to get up out of here. So what happened was, you know me, man. If whatever I say on here, I got to say it to your face, whether I get knocked out or not. So I'm telling my boy Leon, I said, hey man, I got to talk to this nigga. I got to tell this nigga, man, that I don't like him.
You know what I'm saying? So I get up, man. I see his boy Ant first. I said, "Hey, man, remember when I was at the Crawford fight, man? I told you your boys gonna get knocked out." He was like, "Man, I don't remember that." We started talking about that, right? And then so I started talking to him about how I didn't like Sean Porter, how he couldn't dress and all the shit, right? So then Sean Porter comes walking up. And then his aunt was like, "Man, see, man, you thought you got you a hater." And I was like, I said, oh yeah, most definitely. Like I pointed to my head and she like, "Oh yeah, biggest hater." You know what I mean? So then we got to talking. And the reason why I started not liking him was because I thought he ducked out on that fight with Errol Spence. But now if you see the video, you could see him talking about why he ended up having to fight Ugas. Right? It was because Al Heyman said, "Nigga, you gonna fight Ugas, and we're gonna let Errol Spence get this money fighting Mikey Garcia." So that's kind of where it happened. So then we got to talking, man. I'm like, man, this motherfucker cool. But niggas skip over the part, right? We're in the video, we talking about the Ugas fight, and his boy Ant was like, "Man, he got knocked down." I said, "Man, no, he didn't get knocked down." And I was like, "Man, I don't even like the guy," and I'm telling you that he didn't get knocked down. So we started talking, man. Then the next day at the fight, we was on the same row. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do, man. Front flow seat crew. So we sit next to each other, and we got to talking for about an hour in between the fights. And so that's how that happened. Yeah. But I did tell the nigga I didn't like him. Though.
You crazy? What did he say when you told him that?
Everybody go to it's the Teofimo Lopez weigh-in. If y'all want to see the whole thing, just click on that, watch it, and y'all see how the interaction was. And if you look at the little clips that I posted,
a lot of different Teofimo Lopez weigh-in. What channel?
No, nigga, on my channel. Nigga,
on your channel. Okay. I was about to say. Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna go check that out because I'm talking about big shit about Sean Porter. So
nigga, in that video, we and him
cool. Sean Porter cool though. You know, I done met him and shit. He like real kind of like he real uptight and shit. He real square, but he cool.
Yeah, but see, me and him actually was going back and forth.
I don't think he know East Cleveland. I don't think he from East Cleveland.
Yeah, nah,
I think he from like Shaker Heights.
Yeah, I told him, I said, "You the only nigga in Ohio that dress like this."
Yeah.
Facts. Facts, Cal. Man, everybody from Ohio making our swag look horrible, y'all. This is a horrible year for Ohio.
Forth, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I was talking about his jeans and everything. Like, Nick, listen. Key done seen me in action, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because Key done told Bernie he didn't like the nigga to his face when we was at the Wilder fight. What at the Wilder fight?
Yeah, Key you pushed down on Bernie.
That shit was funny. Bro, me and Key I think we was already cool, but we got cool that day because me, him, Red, and Bernie was all at the table together. So at first it was just me and Red at the table talking, just chopping it up, right? And then Key came over. We all just started talking this shit. I'm like, man. So that was the day, man. Me and Key got cool, man. So shit, shout out to Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And, make sure y'all subscribe to the boxing section, though.
Yeah,
man.
and make sure that y'all go subscribe to the boxing section TBS. He do a lot of dope ass interviews with a lot of these up and coming fighters, that y'all gonna know about. You might not know about them right now. But Box Talk 1-on-1, man. Let me get your last words before we get up out of here. Let everybody know what you got going on.
Yeah, if you guys want to check out my channel, I do a little bit of everything over there. Interviews, live chats, panels, whatever. But mostly what I do is I go to a lot of these fights and I'll be uploading full fights. So if you guys want to check out some full fights, I got hella fights up on the channel. If not, above anything, I'm a huge fan. So if not, I'm always on these panels. You'll find me here and there on a bunch of different channels. I'm already subscribed to G5. I'm gonna have to go check out OTB and TBS. Obviously, I'm subscribed to you, Everything Boxing Keon. So yeah, you guys will see me around. If you guys want to go check out the channel, it's Box Talk 101. Just punch it in the search and it'll pop up.
Yes, sir. And he be having that good.
I'm subbed up to you as well, man. I see you over there at 42K.
Box Talk be having that good. I didn't watch the few fights. You know what I'm saying?
I got hella fights on there.
Ringside, like I watched a few fights on his channel. I put money on to him. Shit. A long time ago, I was like, "Hey, man, you need some sub to this channel."
Yeah, I saw you. A lot of people don't know. as content creators or YouTube channels, like I do a lot of analytics. I do my homework, and I don't know if you guys know, you can see who is sub to you.
Yeah.
And some people be saying, "Oh, I'm sub to your channel. I'm sub to your
Yeah,
channel,"
yeah,
but I
yeah.
go check. Like, no, you're not. You
Nah, I
are,
really
Keon.
been so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can see who subbed to my channel. And I saw you were one of the first bigger pages started fucking with me. So I was like, all right, yeah, I like this dude. This dude cool. Because some people say they support, but they ain't really supporting.
Yeah, no, that's real. We all know that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Real
we
talk.
support over here. You pull up
Yeah,
on
yeah.
mine in the morning, better believe G5
Right.
supporting everywhere. I'll be
Yeah,
supporting.
I'm already subbed to you, G5. I've been
Hey,
checking out your shit.
I sub
hey, is
just
your
because I
logo
seen
gold
the
and black?
one-on-one.
Is your
I
logo
see.
gold and black?
Oh yeah, gold and black.
All right.
Yep.
Boom.
But yeah.
And I hit the bell
Damn, man, I'm
icon.
yellow and black. I'm about to change my
Hey
shit.
man, yeah, what's up with that,
Come
OTV?
on, bro, man. Come on, bro.
That's a coincidence or what?
Man, I never
Great minds think alike, man. You
Man,
box
hell.
talk and he boxing class.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
box
saying?
talking,
One
boxing
on one.
class. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I remember when I first started watching full fights on his shit. I'm like, man, let me hurry up and watch this shit before they cut it off. But then I learned that if you recorded your own shit, they can't strike him for that. Like
Yeah.
They can sometimes. They can sometimes. I've gotten Gervonta Davis versus Pitbull taken down, but you got to have some loopholes. So some of them I'd be fighting them, and then others what I do is if you know how channels have memberships. If you're a member to my channel, the fights that have been taken down, I re-upload them, but for members only, so they can't see that shit.
That's dope.
Damn, that's genius.
Damn, you just hit me on the sun. Appreciate
Because
you.
the music and the music be fucking us up too, though. Because that's why
Yep.
I couldn't monetize the Sean Porter shit. Because I was gonna change the name and all that, but I just left it because I couldn't do nothing with it.
Yeah, that music, they will strike you for that shit.
Yeah, you gotta cut it out. You gotta mute it. You gotta find ways, and I always try to find a way.
Man, I don't do nothing but film. They used to be striking my ass left and right. I'm good now, though.
Yeah,
but
man.
I damn sure jumped on your shit box talk because I seen the one-on-one. I was like, man, I hope somebody ain't bite my style. Come to find out, you looking at me the same way. Like,
no, I'm from the Bay Area, so the biggest highway, that was kind of like a little montage to where I'm from, because the biggest highway that runs through where I'm from is the 101.
Oh, where in the Bay Area?
I'm north of Frisco. Do you know where Santa Rosa is?
Come on, man. I'm from the town. I'm from Oakland, man.
Yeah. Oh, that was you that said that earlier. Yeah. Somebody said they were from Oakland earlier. I was like, bro, that's like 30, 45 minutes from me.
Man, that's a long ass dude. I had to take the bus from San Francisco to Santa Rosa. That was the longest ride I I've ever been a part of, bro.
So you know where the 101 comes from.
Yeah. I thought it was like some one-on-one, like how he got his one-on-one. Or like Philly one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
Mine like class. Like
Yeah. I started it with that, but I was like, yo, I like that it's, it has something to do with where I'm from. So
that's dope.
Yeah, that's dope. But yeah, y'all definitely go check out his channel. Great content. And like I said, like we just heard, if you become a member, he upload, and it ain't no where he way up in the motherfucking nosebleeds. Nah, he right there. Got the best footage. So y'all go check that out.
What's the next part you going to?
I was gonna go this weekend to the Top Rank card, bro, but I'm gonna take a little break. I think the next event I got on my schedule is let me see real quick. Andy Ruiz and Luis Ortiz. I'll be there.
And that's a pay-per-view event too.
Yeah, so I'll be there and I'll put up those fights for you guys.
Y'all got it right there.
Man, me and you gonna link up. Man, you on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm on everything. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all Box Talk 101. So real easy to find.
We gonna holler because we gotta holler. Yeah,
I'm gonna put up that Blueface versus Swaggy P for you guys.
That shit.
I'm gonna have that Canelo for you guys. I'm gonna go to as many of these as I can.
Drop the link one more time in the chat, Box Talk. And salute to the Queen Sheena. Yeah, you got to catch the replay.
Hey, Key, man, you doing a hell of a job, man. I got to tell you that, brother. I got before I get the fuck out of here, I got to tell you, bro.
I appreciate you.
You are doing a hell of a job, dog. I've seen the growth in the resurgence, man. Like as far as you putting that work in, bro. I mean, bro, you've been doing your thing, bro. And I'm telling you right now, man. I'm just glad to be a part of this shit every now and again, man.
you doing your goddamn thing, brother.
Shit, we
Keep
all
pushing.
is, you know,
man. And when
G5, OTB, you, Boxer, we all putting in money. You know what I'm saying? But we all putting in work. So, you know, that's
shit. When you
I
start,
appreciate you.
when you start seeing your kids that you got to keep out the street, you feel me? Now you done birthed other channels, bro. You name my channel. Like shit,
man.
I would have still
y'all
been out
put
here
in the
outside
work,
the
you know.
box.
We just all here to help each other out any way that we can, you know. Shit,
I appreciate you having me on, Keon. Thank you, bro.
I'm just YouTube tired in these streets, man. I'm YouTube tired in these streets, man. With all that,
you
man.
and me both, man.
YouTube tired
out the street,
you know.
But
then when they tap in to go to the country, they're like, "You sure you a Tyler?" Yeah,
hey,
I am.
Aisha funny as hell. Talking about, I ain't gonna be able to get nothing done with all these channels. Hey, but you know, we all got great content and we all here. So you know, like I said, we ain't gonna leave you bored. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. But you know, salute to everybody. Make sure that y'all sub to all these channels up here. We got a hell of a weekend, you know, weigh-ins tomorrow. And shit, let's get it. We'll be back. Y'all already know how I do. Hit the like button. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone. I'll holler at y'all.